All right. Party people, the place to be. Vandals and all you people that are happy or discontent with adaptations in fandom. We are going to be talking about all that tonight. But Joe, you kind of like want to do your little power pulp pitch, right? Before we get
Yeah,
into what we're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, for sure. Because now we're doing stuff with Power Pulp. So every episode we'll do a Power Pulp thing. So we bring this episode to you in collaboration with Power Pulp. At Power Pulp, we don't fit in, we stand out. So go to powerpulpcomics.com and check out their library of books from a bunch of great indie creators. They just added
Shelley Bond and her husband Philip, or his brother.
Phil Bond. Yeah. They just got added on, and the writer for Emerald Emu, he wasn't part of it. Now the writer, or the artist, I should say, the writer's John, but he added an artist. Come on, Bam. What's his? Anyway, he's joined the crew as well. So always new things going on at Power Pulp. So go check out their lineup of books, and it's your one-stop shop for some awesome indie comics.
And we'll be getting back to them in just a second. Like I have a thing to talk about. But yeah, tonight we're talking about adaptations, right, Joe? We're talking about just how interesting the idea of it can be, and loose, tight, being completely wrong but still fun. Like we're gonna get into all the different kinds. You know what I mean? Whether you love them, hate them, like adaptations, they're always going to be a part of, I guess, all media. You know what I mean? Because I look at comic books and they're adapted from stuff. You know what I mean? I look at video games are adapted from stuff's adapted from video. It's just insane the circles that we could go into. But we're going to talk about some of our favorites. We're going to kind of compare them to some of the contemporaries and stuff like that. But we're going to get deep into it. But first, Joe, do you got a check-in, bro? Or did you have anything you wanted to say about adaptations?
Well, we'll get into the adaptations when we get there. So, but I do have I have a few little things I could check in with.
Well, you just showed me something really rad you could talk about for a second.
Yeah. So we'll do a little check in. Pick these up. Old school Caliber book, Dead World. The trades are super cheap, so I've been picking those up. They're still like old school prices. So I've been grabbing those. I grabbed 3 issues of those.
Outlaw zombie stuff. You'll totally see where Kirkman got like some of his ideas. Hold that third trade up again.
That one.
I wonder who that guy looks like. I wonder what. Does he remind you of anybody from Walking Dead with the barbed wire bat and the mustache and shit? Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all. It's pretty cool. Black and white. You know, I love my black and white comics. So
yeah.
So picking up some more 80s, 90s black and white goodness there.
Yeah, we're still supposed to do an outlaw show or a couple in the near future. So
yeah, there's another artist I discovered recently that through Told to Tell posted something, and I saw some of his black and white work on some old comics from the 90s. Dave Cooper. He's a cartoonist from I believe Halifax in the Maritimes in Canada. And I ordered this, and he has a new book called Doghead, which should be arriving next month. But yeah, I ordered that. That's a Fantagraphics book.
And his other stuff's from Mansion Press or
Mansion Press. Yeah.
Mansion Press. Yeah.
So yeah, it's got that.
Yeah, kind of French strip, clean line. Yeah.
And this one's landscape. So Johnny, I know you love your landscape stuff. So
yeah. I like it. It kind of reminds me of Dynamite Diva-ish a little bit.
Yep. His other book is more of a Rizzo style kind of line work, but colored line work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the lines are colored, but like the it's mostly monochrome still though. From what I looked at, it's like red line and blue lines, but like the ink work itself is colored, but the book is like in mostly white. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's a really cool looking book, so I can't wait till that comes in. Yeah, that'll be really cool. I've been continued watching Alien Earth, which is it's all right. It kind of the first 2 episodes were really good, and then Now they went back to the island where they brought the specimens, and it kind of really slowed down. But I think it's going to be cranking back up in the next few episodes.
They've made me really hate that little Martin Short looking guy. So like I can't wait for him to get killed.
The
boy genius, man.
The hybrid? Yeah.
No, not the hybrid. The boy genius that made the hybrid.
Oh, the boy genius. Yes.
He looks just like Martin Short, dude. Like they could do they could do a new Three Amigos if you could pay little Nettie Needlender or whatever his name was.
He's your typical like superiority complex, you know.
Oh, he's a little shit, man. And
he's
like,
a shit. That's what I mean. It's typical, like just punch a guy in the face, you know. He's just asking for it.
Well, I love how much Oliphant hates him. Like, even though he's a robot, he shouldn't like. I dig that. I think that's fucking really cool part
and
of
Oliphant rocks the white hair really well.
Yeah, he's a silver fox now. He's gonna play Metal Gear. Remember when like
oh yeah, okay.
Which game was it when like he had the white mullet? Looking like I think that was part 4. In in Metal Gear 4 he had he had the white mullet. Like
okay. Yeah.
Well, Metal Gear Snake or whatever his name is always
Snake,
has a mullet.
Yeah, Solid Snake.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to be playing. I didn't know they're even adapting that into a movie. So.
Oh no, they're not. I was just saying he could. Like.
He could. Okay, got you. I was like, oh, that's apropos because we're talking about adaptations. I thought it wouldn't surprise me because that's a super popular game, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they've turned it into some kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be a little too pricey to do as a show, but like I'm surprised they haven't done movies. I guess because Kojima, like I don't know, he's really tight.
They did Ghost in a Shell. It's got a similar aesthetic.
Yeah, but the Ghost in the Shell movie was terrible. It
was,
and I think that's why Kojima's probably like, no, you cannot make it. Like I don't know why he doesn't direct it himself. Like he seems to have a flair. Like he directs his video games, and they're very cinematic. I guess because he has to work in the area of like it's got to last 90 minutes to 2 hours, and I don't think he could do that because his video games are ridiculously long.
Yeah But I think that's pretty much it for my check-in. I've been reading I think I'm at issue 5 or 6 of the Evil Ernie series.
Destroyer?
Destroyer. So
cool. You digging it?
I'm about halfway. Yeah, it's really fun. Cal Holtz, I mean, what's not to like, right?
Yeah, he's really good at gore.
Yeah, he's got some pretty awesome splash pages in that.
And then as for me, man, like I said, back to Power Pulp for a minute. This was a wonderful birthday gift from Joseph here, and I've read all of this now. I got the Emerald Emu by John Coates, and man,
fuck. I'm so mad at myself that I did not double check my order. I was sure I had that in my order, and God damn it.
Brian McRae. It's actually a newspaper, dude. It's pretty rad. I got it in the same bag as my Master Plasty with James Harvey. I'm trying to straighten it out because it's got the crease. It's folded like a newspaper.
Yeah.
I get it, but like I hate that it's creased. You know. I'm OCD about my comics, man.
Yeah.
And then I got that Tony Farrow stuff. I absolutely love it. I want to get him on the show as soon as possible. His sense of humor is too funny. I can't wait for you to read it. Some of his stuff. I hope you get it in your next order. And then of course I got the first issue of Scorpio Venus Rising by our buddy Corinne Halbert. And it's good stuff. I mean, it's pretty much I don't know if it's a direct follow-up or if it's meant to be, but like it's very much like Acid Nun. It's about her again, and but this time she's got like a spirit guide. I'm kind of thinking that she's doing the whole divine comedy thing, because last time like she was kind of being guided around by like this like goat-headed demon guy, and this time it's kind of like this glamorous face that is her her guide and tormentor at the same time, kind of. It's interesting. You know how she writes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It can get emotionally raw at times.
Yeah. This issue not too much. Like it kind of she's talking about like 6 people that are sucking her dry. So like I'm not sure if she's talking about family or like what, but like well, you know, like everything in her book.
Yeah. Just
So,
emotionally, financially. I mean, just people that take and never actually give anything back in a relationship. You know, when it's one sided, yeah, it can become.
and then she does this
Heavy.
great double splash. I wish I should have took a picture, but like it's her being chased by the vampires through this cornfield. It's really rad the way she did it. Her art's very neat, anyways. So
Yeah.
like yeah, her doing a double splash is very very cool. You know what I mean? I wish like if you haven't seen Corinne's art, it's hard to explain, and I didn't clip it, but like hers is the yellow book there for people watching. Right. And so like that's kind of like what her art looks like pretty much. And so just for everybody to know.
Oh, my check-in, I forgot. I went and saw 2 shows on Sunday and Monday. I went and saw the Comeback Kid show. And Comeback Kid, man, they put on a really good show. It was a fun show. Big fan of theirs now after seeing them live. Like I'm sold on them hard. That for a bunch of 40-year-olds, I think they're about in their early 40s. They still run around that stage and jump around quite a bit. So it was the 20th anniversary of Wake the Dead album. So they did the entire album, and
they were like 17 when they put that out, and I was like 23. So
so they're late 30s, early 40s, probably something like that. Yeah. And Monday we went and saw the Deftones show.
So they just played Wake the Dead pretty much, or they played that album with some songs from
with some other. Well, they played some of their because I think that album alone is only like 22 minutes, half an hour, something like that. So they played the entire album and some other songs with it. Quite a few other songs. They were on there for a good 45 minutes, an hour. They're set. So
Well, that's really good. There was a memorial show for that album, because that pretty much is like. In my opinion, I do like the album Broadcasting, like their second full length. That's pretty good. But after that, I kind of fell off with them. But like their really early hardcore shit is super good. So it's cool that they were playing that.
Yeah, they put on a great show. And then Deftones, like I don't like going to arenas to see shows, but last time Idols came, I haven't seen Idols live yet. And the last time they came to Montreal, they did a smaller venue. They headlined, so they did a smaller venue, and it sold out in the first weekend, both shows. So I didn't get to see them. Then I saw this. I like Deftones and I like them. So the tickets, the price was about probably equivalent or a little cheaper as if I went and saw them separately, each band. So I was like, okay. And I hadn't been to the Bell Center in a really long time to see a show. And now I remember why I don't go to big arenas for shows. Like Deftones, don't get me wrong, their stage production was amazing, right? They had
it an indoor arena at least though?
Yeah, indoor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But the 2 other bands didn't have like a screen or anything. They just had basically a light show. And at the big arenas, the barrier, you got almost between 15 to 30 feet between the stage and the barrier. So like I mean, I was in the stands, but I wasn't on the floor, but still, I mean, you don't see much. So I'm like, I probably will never go see another arena show. I'm going to stick to the smaller venues.
Well, I don't think you're going to be able to see Deftones, and I'm surprised you didn't. Idols wasn't playing at one earlier. That with those bands, there's no way like they're not playing at a big, like fucking packed place like that.
Well, I don't think Idols could fill a big arena like that on their own. They probably do more like a 3,000 to 5,000 cap. Probably is what they do. Probably 5,000 cap, because this was probably what. They use 2/3 of the arena, which would be probably close to 15,000 tickets, I'd say. So I don't think Idols can fill on their own headlining. I don't think they could do a 15,000 arena. Anyway, it was all right. They put on a good show, but it was it's a big place and it's far, so it's not what I'm used to. Being a lot closer to the band, being able to see them and actually see them playing their instruments properly and stuff like that. So.
Did Deftones play older, heavy stuff, or did they play?
They played.
Okay.
No, they played. I think they played songs throughout their entire discography. Yeah, I snuck out a little earlier. I didn't stick around for the encore and all that shit, just to beat the traffic. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would they have done? Did they play My Own Summer? Like that? That probably sounded like an encore to me. They'd come on and do that. Hey, Cookie.
Oh, hey, Cookie. What songs did they play? I'd have to go through the
It's
set list
cool.
again. They played a lot of their popular stuff, and man, the girls start screaming all their slower. Like all the girls start screaming every time it's one of their slower, less, like the less heavy stuff. But I gotta say, their production, like for this, like they superimposed the live footage of them singing with like videos in the back and put like filters through it, so it was incorporated more. It was really well done. It was really cool. Like, but bands like that have heavy distortion to their music, and I found the volume was cranked way too high, so it got really muddled. All the sounds got really muddled. It was hard to hear him at times singing and stuff. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, production 10 on 10. Like the screens in the background and all that shit, good stuff. Like the video guys that put all that shit together and the light shows, they had a rig. It's like this big kind of cross that's not standing like a cross, but like an X that comes down, and then it projects screens on it, and it has different lights that can do a light show. Then it goes back up and down depending on the songs. Like it's a pretty elaborate set they have for their tours. So
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't go to arena shows that often, so that'll probably be maybe it'll be another 15 years before I go to another one.
Yeah, last time I saw those guys, they White Pony had just come out.
Shit, it sounds like in the 90s.
No, it was like 2000 something, I think, or it might have been the 90s. I'm not sure.
But White Pony came out late 90s. I think it came out in 98 or something, no?
Yeah. But it took them a while to put an album out after that, but it was cool. Like they Chino just jumped around and tore everything up. It was a Christmas show, so like he wrecked the Christmas tree they had up there.
Okay.
So yeah,
pulled like Elf, trying to put the star on the top.
I mean, he was like a little King Kong, man. He was climbing up the amps and jumping off them, like very energized show. I thought that like they'd have probably been all light and like wussy, because like that's how I kind of perceived White Pony at the time. Now when I listen to it, it's a lot heavier than I remember. But like I remember when it came out, I was just like, I don't like it.
It's probably just because it's slower.
Yeah,
not less heavy, but just slower. It's probably not as fast and heavy. It's still got that heavy tone, but it's more.
I like it now, but like when
the tempo's a little pulled back a bit. The tempo's not as quick. But anyway, that's I forgot about that for my check-in. Yeah.
I don't know. Now he's like 60. He probably can't climb nothing. He's got a walker out there because all the shit he did when he was younger. It's like,
well, he has a little like stairs that go up to the back screen. So when he's singing, it does like a silhouette against the screen and stuff. It's all, yeah. He doesn't. I mean, the stage is big, so the other guys didn't move at all. The other two, the guitarist and the bassist, they just kind of stood there the whole time. They didn't really move. At all. So
they're open to it, so I don't blame them.
Cool. So are we gonna get into it?
Yeah, man. We're gonna be talking about.
Are you done with your check-in, or?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I watched the same shit as you. I mean, like I've been watching Star Trek, but like.
Oh yeah, which one? That's the one you like, eh? It has a new season.
Yeah, Strange New Worlds. It just ended.
How many episodes are those? 10? 10? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that just wrapped. And as speaking of adaptations, like this show is kind of a weird adaptation of the original pilot that Gene Roddenberry did in the 60s that got canceled, and like then they re-nerfed it and like had William Shatner in. But like if you ever seen the original pilot, like it's about Captain Chris Pike with the female mutant #1 that's like super strong and stuff like that with Spock there. Like it's pretty neat idea, you know what I mean? And kind of fits in with adaptation, I guess, a little bit. So yeah, man, adaptations, like as long as like I've been alive and watching film, they've kind of always adapted books. That was kind of like the common thing, right? Like
still very common, right? I think that's
still probably the #1
way of any kind of other material being adapted is probably to cinema or live action is probably 90% of the time it's probably books. Prose novels. Only kind of recently, like in my lifetime, like we had Superman, like the Donner one,
and then like this came out when I was a kid, even though like I didn't really know it was a Marvel comic till later. And like this totally counts. Like this is probably the first adaptation I watched, or I remember.
Oh yes, that's a childhood movie right there.
With duck boobs, man. And
yes, yes, on the poster, right?
On the poster, and then when like he gets blown through the wall, there's a duck lady in the bathtub.
That's true. Yes. Yes.
So yeah, you get the Playboy duck chick, and then the duck in the bathtub. And it's a fun movie. It gets so much hate that I don't understand, man. Like,
I mean, at the time, it was pretty good. I mean, like effects wise and stuff. I mean,
yeah, I mean it still holds up when like the knives flying around the diner and like swinging at the truckers and shit. That looks legit, man. Like Lucas was on his game and like he worked on that. Like I don't think he directed it, but like he produced it and like had his Skywalker guys work on it.
Yeah. Because what's his name? The director. He wrote. He was a writer on American Graffiti, Indiana Jones. I mean, he's got some pretty big movies under his belt.
And so, and he rolled with Lucas anyways. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably why he got. There's probably less like Howard the Duck. You know, it's based off a comic book, so they're probably like, all right, we'll let you direct this one. You know, give him a shot.
I mean, like it's great, man. It's got early Tim Robbins as Filzy in it. Like
Leah Thompson, Jeffrey Jones. Yeah.
And Mr. Rooney. It's kind of like it's hard to like, get around what that guy did, but like he was in so many good things back in the day. So and we're going to be talking about a couple infamous characters because this show kind of got brought around because of this show right here.
Sandman. Yeah, that wrapped up. Yeah, exactly.
And just how great of an adaptation it is, and like how the show is going to kind of hold the stigma of the nastiness of the man that wrote it, which is unfair in my opinion. Even though it's based off of his work, the people that adapted to the show and like acted in it and brought it to life, they did just such a fucking incredible job. It like makes me so jealous as a Vertigo fan. I'm going to be talking about some other Vertigo shows later, but like this one was like so well adapted. I mean, like they did cut major parts or like big parts of the comic book out because it wasn't about Dream and his family, which it's kind of a bummer, and it kind of doesn't help. Those supplementary stories really help explain like the context of what happens later. But like I think the show kind of really didn't need it, right, Joe? I mean, I think
I think it especially they're only doing 2 seasons. You know, they're gonna have to cut a lot of stuff out to fit because Sandman ran for how many issues, and then there's a lot of the spin-offs and stuff as well. So
it went longer than your normal Vertigo. I think it went into almost the 80s, I think.
Yeah, it was closer to 100 than it was 50. So
yeah.
And you got like Tom Sturridge, who plays Morpheus, the Dream character, did a fantastic job. I thought he was great. They did a gender swap for Lucienne, Vivian Achimpong. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she was great. I loved her as Lucienne. You got Patton Oswalt, who did Matthew the Raven. I thought he was really good. Boyd Holbrook plays the Corythian. Fantastic job. He did a fantastic job as the Corythian.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite redneck in a long time. I really like Boyd.
Yeah, he played the bad guy in the Logan movie, I believe.
Yeah, he was the bad guy in Logan. He was the bad guy in the Justified Primeval, like a revival series. He was in Predator. Like a lot of people hated that Predator, but I thought it was pretty good. The one where he had the autistic kid.
Oh, where they're on the planet?
Yeah, with Thomas Jane and what's his name?
Oh yes, no, okay, yeah. Where they crash and the kid gets the helmet.
The helmet, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was the hero in that.
Olivia Munn was in that one.
Yeah. And talking about adaptations, this one played it really close, except for what it did with Constantine. She was really good, and her little thing with the Corinthian at the end of the show, I thought that was a really neat thing to work in, which was not there in the comic.
Yeah, and it seemed, because it's a reincarnation of the Corinthian, right? It's a different version of him, and I love. It's kind of a cool redemption arc for Corinthian, where it's not exactly him; it's a different version of him, So I really enjoyed that part of the story. I thought that was pretty cool. You have Mason Alexander Park, who plays Desire. I thought that actor did a fantastic job as Desire.
Yeah, they're great, man. I like them in the Quantum Leap show too. They were in that.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
That just came out a few years back. Okay.
Yeah, they were great in that too.
Kirby Howell Baptiste played Death. She was a little less prominent in the second season, but in the first season she got a lot of screen time and she was great.
Well, and she got her own like the last episode is Death.
Her story, yeah.
Yeah, the graphic novel Death. Not Time of Your Life. It's what's the other one? The High Price of Living. Death,
yeah. The high cost of living.
High cost of living, yeah. And they adapted that really perfectly too. Really good.
Oh, I never went and checked. Mark Hamill does the voice of the Pumpkinhead, Merv.
Oh, does he really? It makes sense.
Now Mark Hamill. Yeah, I'm looking through it now. I didn't realize that was him. He does Pumpkinhead. Yeah. So yeah, it's got a great cast. You got Gwendolyn Christie, who plays Lucifer. If people may know her as the tall blonde girl from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Brianna Tarth. She was also the principal in the first season of Wednesday.
And she's in the second season as well. If you haven't watched it, spoilers. She's in this. Yeah. So yeah, she's in Wednesday as well. Yeah, I mean, great cast. I mean, there's a lot of cameos. I mean, David Thewlis plays the 24/7 episode.
Okay.
The first season. Yeah, he's great as what's the character's name? I can't remember. It's written John D here, but he has a different name in the.
Yeah, the guy that
his villain name. Yeah,
the guy that finds a sleep ruby and tortures all the people in the cafe.
Yeah, he was fantastic. That was a great episode. So I mean, it's a great adaptation, and I think even if you haven't read the source material, it's great just on its own.
Yeah, definitely. And I might say just watch it because the comic's a little too close to the creator, whereas I think the adaptation, I don't know, there's at least a decent buffer between you and
and anyway, that doesn't even factor in for me. So,
well, definitely. I mean, there's no way you're not gonna. Gaiman is so important to comics at this period. It's gonna take a couple generations to write him out, even if that becomes something that they want to do to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, I can enjoy content regardless of the people.
Oh, that's right. Patton Oswalt played a Vulcan in the new season of
the Star Trek.
Yeah. He played this dude that the Rebecca Romaine Stamos character is just in love with.
Okay.
He was her old boyfriend, and he comes back, and she can't handle herself around him. It's really funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
What you got up next there, Johnny?
Well, I mean, I just pulled some of my favorite adaptations and TV shows that weren't good adaptations, but I enjoyed them anyways. I thought that they turned out to be great media. You want to kind of dive into that? Because like I said, we were talking about Vertigo stuff and how great adapted Sandman was. Well, there's two shows.
Oh, Lucifer? Yeah, Lucifer. Yeah,
I love this show. Don't get me wrong.
It was fun. Pat and I really enjoyed it as well.
But I love the comic book so much more. And I really wish that they would adapt the comic book. Mike Carey wrote his ass off in that, and it had such a great narrative. And I love this actor. I think that he could have played just the suave, evil motherfucker from the comic.
Okay, but before this went to Netflix, right? Because it got canceled. Was it a CW show?
No, it was on Fox.
It was on Fox. Okay.
Yeah. Warner Brothers does not care about Vertigo. They don't care about how much awards it won or how loved it is. It's not Superman, so they don't fucking care. So like anybody, if it Vertigo show gets made, somebody else made it, except for this next one. Actually, now that I think about it, this was like the only one that was a CW show, which I also really loved, which also had the same thing with it that Lucifer had. They turned it into a goddamn buddy cop show.
Okay.
Which I it's a neat way to take these properties, and I really, really loved the shows. At least I liked this one up until the last 2 seasons. It got really dumb, but like I really loved like the first 3 seasons of iZombie, and great show. And but it was weird. Like they took like these kind of really well, iZombie was kind of like a Scooby Doo ass thing, anyways. Like Mike Allred and Chris Robinson. Yeah, like they kind of she ate brains and solved cases, but like there were other monster characters with her. There was like the Were Terrier and like Frankenteen and like all the other ones. So it's pretty funny. And they could have, I think they could have did it on the TV show too, but like they decided not to. That's fine. And but like yeah, these are shows that weren't their adaptations kind of in name only.
Yeah,
but they were just such great media at the same time. I don't mind it. This one's a little closer to the
source material, the comic,
but I don't really count it as the Resident Alien show. I think that it's really great media. It's a really fucking funny show.
It is funny. I mean, Alan Tudyk, I mean, he's great as a comedic actor. I mean, you don't get much better than him, right?
And I love the cop, like Corey Lewis, who plays.
He became he slowly became my favorite. Respect to them hard-working hoes out there. He's so blunt and straight to the point, you know. He's hilarious. He did grow on me. Yeah, he became my favorite. By the time I got to the final season, I was like, this guy's my favorite character.
Yeah, he's nuts, man.
He's hilarious. Yeah, I'm glad you. Me too. He grew on me.
He's like the whole thing about washing your hands before you eat a sandwich. You can lose all the flavor doing that. And I'm just that's one of the funniest things I ever.
He has so many little like one-liners and stuff throughout the whole show. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, and that show it's just dumb fun, and like there are themes from the comic book in there, and there are character names, but like it definitely is its own thing. Mm-hmm. And I highly recommend it. Like we have one friend that hates it, but that's because he really likes the comic book. I really like the comic book too. At least I read it until they I haven't read it since they restarted it again. Okay. But I think that it's fine enough of an adaptation. Like I said, what they did Lucifer and iZombie, which were books that like I collected like almost every issue of. Like I loved them, and like I was able to accept it. Like okay, it's a buddy cop show now. I like the Black Detective. He's funny. You know what I mean? Like,
and kudos to Resident Alien. It's one of the few sci-fi shows that made it past like a season or two.
Yeah, 1 season. Or yeah, no, Happy did make it 2.
2, yeah. But this one's 4 seasons total? It's in its final. The final season just wrapped up, I think, right?
Is it supposed to be the final? I know the 4th season just wrapped. They are taking it a little long, so like it would be good if they did wrap it up, in my opinion.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it is the 4th and final season.
Because he's fighting the gray alien that looks like him. That's like as far as I got. Like I'm a bit behind. I haven't seen like.
Let's see. Yeah, that's it. It wrapped up.
Okay, cool.
This year, this was the final season. Yeah.
And that's really good, man, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. So, and it's a fun show. I mean, I haven't read the comics, and I heard criticisms that, you know, doesn't stay true to the comics that much, but I mean, as long as I don't mind a show makes changes, as long as it's still good, right? I mean, we'll get to other stuff they take like change it so much, but it's still a good piece of entertainment, right? We'll get to some of them later, but yeah.
I mean, like there's the one main one, and we kind of talked about Constant Fine, so I figured you might as well that character has had some great adaptations. All in all, in my opinion, there was the TV show with Matt Ryan,
which he did a great Constantine, I thought.
Which rolled over into like the animated movies, which I think are great as well, like the Justice League Dark movies with him, and then City of Demons wasn't great, but I really liked the Justice League Dark movie. And that show, it was cool. Like at the beginning, the studio interfered too much, and then they stopped caring, and then the show got really good, and then it was over. It only lasted half a season.
Yeah.
And then, much like the other stuff we just got done talking about, we have the Keanu Reeves masterpiece, Constantine, which
got some legs for a sequel, but you said it's dead in the water since James Gunn took over at Warner.
No. Like Constantine is moving forward. It's
still greenlit. It's still greenlit. Okay.
It has nothing to do with his. So like, I don't know if he is ever gonna like want to have John Constantine in his universe. It doesn't seem like he's working towards that end anyway. So like, I think that he's like, bah. If somebody wants to make some more Constantine stuff, that's fine. It has nothing to do with and if it does, he'll probably hire Ed Skrein or something, or one of the guys we talked about to be the in-universe Constantine for his shit.
It would be fun if they just called it Hellblazer.
At this point, I agree.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that they just call this one John Constantine Hellblazer. That'd be a great name for the film.
Yeah.
Just like the name of the book.
Yeah. Yeah. Get Hellblazer in there. I mean, come on.
That way it doesn't
really... such a great name, right? Hellblazer. I mean,
yeah, and that way, like, it does. People know what it is still, and like, it has the name for fans, And plus, I hope that John Constantine that Keanu Reeves cuts his hair and shaves. If he shows up looking like John Wick Jesus in it, I'm gonna be a little disappointed.
Yeah. Well,
like, I didn't mind that he was like an American brunette Constantine with the brown black trench coat to begin with. But if they make him look all John Wicky, I'm gonna be a little angry. I'll probably still love the movie, but
yeah. I thought it was pretty good. Like, I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's for what it is. I mean, as long as you go in not thinking it's going to be like the Vertigo comic, there's elements that
his name's John Constantine and he gets cancer. Like, that's the only stuff they took from
he tricks the devil into not getting him because of the cancer or some. That's pretty much the only story beat that they kept, right?
A little bit. And like, yeah, the way that he tricked the devil's way better. Like, if you ever read what's that Ennis art called with the cancer, Bad Habits, I think. Yeah, okay. The end of that is so fucking sad with the vet. Like, I don't want to get into it. So yeah, the movie plays it a lot happier, and like, I should hate it because I hate in the regular DC comics where they give like John Constantine's like super magic powers where he can just kind of like. But like, I didn't mind that he had like the tattoo arm that could like pull things into the light, and the brass knuckles. I mean, it's dumb as hell. Never going to be in the comic. Yeah, it was fine for the film.
It was fun, yeah.
And it's so used now. Like I've seen so many things that have the holy brass knuckles for punching demons, and I'm just
it's awesome.
It's a funny trope, and that was like the first time I think I saw it, at least in live action.
Yeah. It's the director was Francis Lawrence, who actually he directed the Hunger Games, and he's directing The Long Walk. That's I think releasing this weekend.
I think it's already out. Like,
he's a Stephen King adaptation, The Long Walk. I think Cookie went and saw it. I think I saw her post that she was seated to see it. I think she went and saw it last night, if I'm not mistaken.
And I think they want him back as the director
for the sequel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's from what I understand, they kind of want the whole gang back except for Shia LaBeouf.
Okay.
So from what I understand, they want Jaimin Hansu back as.
Yeah, he was good as Papa Midnight, man. I didn't mind him as Papa Midnight. It was good.
I really hope that they bring Tilda Swinton back as Gabriel.
Oh, yeah, she was great. Like, that's what I mean. There was great. And what's his name? Peter
Stormare.
As Satan was fantastic. I loved it. It was so good. The Long Walk is incredible. Okay. All right. Cool. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
they'll recast him. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be pissed. Like, unless like they have his kid, like they have Manon or whatever his name is, like back to like be pissed at him, and they get like
and just
Bill Skarsgård to be.
Hey, I could live with that.
Bill Skarsgård is Manon or whatever Lucifer's kid's name was.
Yeah, but I love the design of Lucifer, the white suit with the tar.
Yeah, the tar
barefooted. It was great. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah,
great creative choice there. I mean, I can't. I mean, you can knock it because it's not Hellblazer, but it's a fun movie.
Well, it fit. Like that stuff, like it made sense. It was more comic booky than the comic book ever was, which is because the DC stuff never did it. But I liked Gabriel with the medical wristbands.
Yes, these were all creative choices that were fantastic, I thought.
And then having Lucifer come down, he's got the clean suit on, but like he's so fucking filthy underneath it. It was such a neat look for him. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. And it's hot tar, right? It hits, you can see it sizzle when it hits the ground, you know? Just really, really fun stuff. Like, I mean, I can't throw shade at it. I mean, a lot of people did for a long time, but I think a lot of people got past it and can appreciate it for what it is now.
Well, and recently, it got cool to be a fan of Keanu Reeves. There was the longest time when all he was the whoa guy and the I know kung fu, no you don't Keanu Reeves, shut up jokes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where like now he is everybody's favorite action hero, and people went in and reassessed that movie and just saw that like, okay, it's fucking badass, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of John Wick before John Wick, but like with magical Christian powers, you know. It's
so this is like an extremely loose adaptation, but it's good, like, you know.
They went all the way for it. They didn't try to like really ruin anything from the comic books. Like they took the one story from Bad Habits, like him having cancer, just that element of it though. And they had fun. They introduced Rachel Weisz's character. They kind of made this a buddy cop thing too. Now that I think about it. With Rachel Weisz, she's Detective Angie. What's her name? She's always good. She's beautiful. She's like.
The other character I loved was the guy at the bowling alley.
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Let's see.
Demon. No, not Demon. Demon with the
Demon. Yeah, Eamon. I don't see him here listed as the actors, but I mean, I loved his character. I thought it was great in the back of the bowling alley with all the pins and the machines going, and
he liked the weird mooing sounds. Yeah, he was a great character.
He was great. Yeah, I mean.
He was the guy that like gave Constantine all his weapons, you know what I mean?
Max Baker right here. Max Baker was Beeman. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun movie. I mean, just put the fact that it's not Hellblazer to the side, and as long as you don't focus on that, you'll love it.
Well, in a couple right ways, it is comic book accurate. Like all his friends pretty much get killed.
Yeah,
like that's right out of a Constantine comic.
Yeah,
like Demon, priest guy, like all them guys get smoked.
Yeah, being friends with Constantine isn't good for your health, for your long-term life expectancy.
Yeah, he's followed around by like an army of ghosts that have in some of the comics.
Even when he's dead.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, like in my opinion, he's been really, really lucky with adaptations. I think all three of his has been pretty solid. And like also I'm going to touch on another character too that's in the same vein, since I have a bunch of his stuff. My favorite comic book movie ever, Hellboy 2, the Golden Army.
There's a lot of adaptations of Hellboy actually,
and all of them are very good in my opinion.
Yeah, I think all of them have. Yeah, every single one has something.
There's one video game. The fucking the first PlayStation 1 game that he was in, it was like a Resident Evil ripoff, had very bad controls. It looked great for its time, though.
There's a new video game out that has the same art style as Mike Mignola.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I like the one that was for the Xbox 360, too. So, like, I love this is my favorite comic book movie of all time.
The Golden Army?
It's a pretty loose adaptation. This storyline never happened, but, like, it could have. It's right in the... I think the Golden Army is actually a made up thing. Like the elf characters that he fights are actually from Celtic folklore, but like the Golden Army isn't really. So like they kind of played around with that one, but it's fine. You know what I mean? And the fact that they made Hellboy in love with Liz, it's a little. I never really liked that aspect of it, but like. I had the animated movies at the same time. Beautiful adaptations. Very close to the comic books. Like you had Dr. Kate Corrigan, Hellboy's love interest from the comics. And then as well you had Abe and Liz kind of being more. And then for people that love really close adaptations, Sin City style, you got the newest movie, Crooked Man.
Crooked Man. I like effects aside. Like, I mean, some of the effects are a little like they look kind of cheap, some of them, but I mean, the movie itself and most of the effects for the most part are very well done. And we actually did an episode on this last year during spooky season, I believe.
And I didn't grab a picture of it, but the David Arbor Hellboy, it's a fine film. It's a great entry to it. I don't think it's a terrible movie or a bad adaptation. I actually think it's one of the closer ones to the comic too. I love the Baba Yaga in it and stuff. So it's just not my favorite. It's my least favorite out of all of them. But
yeah, but I mean, there's still
it's a good adaptation. I just didn't take a picture of it. Like I said, I think Hellboy has had great luck with adaptations as well, except for that one video game, and that's just because it played rough because it's a PlayStation 1 third-person game, and they all played terribly. Kind of.
Yeah. So Hellboy has a good track record of adaptations.
All right, man. I've kind of taken the floor for a while, Joe. You kind of want to shout out some of your picks, dude?
Well, I could do some that were common.
Yeah, definitely.
To both of us. Definitely this one. We covered this comic, Happy, and I think we did a double kind of where we covered the comic and the show. This is another sci-fi series that ran for 2 seasons. And I mean, I got to tell you, the first season was pretty good. It touched on a lot of the same beats as the comic, pretty accurate.
It just added a bunch. It covered everything from the comic. It just put in a lot of stuff about Sunny Sunshine or whatever his name was. And it was fine. I loved everything that they added.
It was fun. And that second season was the old folk, the Nazi retirement home.
Well, the
great fuck, it's worth it. The second season's worth it just for that one episode.
Well, the good thing about this is like Grant Morrison pretty much wrote like every episode alongside David Taylor, and he was there, kind of like Rick Remender was with the Deadly Class show.
Yeah.
So
and I thought it was only fitting that I transitioned to Happy because it's the same director that did Happy as the Crooked Man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, David Taylor from the team Neville, Dean, and Taylor, who made the wonderful Crank films. Yeah,
the Crank films. And I almost picked Spirit of Vengeance, but I think I'll save that for one of we'll do an episodes of like movies that people hate that you love.
I'm right there with you on that one. Like that's probably my favorite Marvel movie that's not from Marvel Studios there.
Yeah, so I was thinking of putting that on my list, but I think I'll save that for another episode in the future.
Oh man, we got to do a Caged Love for that, just for the scraping at the door scene.
Yeah, that's true. Nick Cage was in. I completely forgot that he was still Ghost Rider for both films. Yeah,
there's so many good Cage-isms in that movie.
So yeah, Happy, man. You have a returning voice actor who did Patton Oswalt does the voice of Happy. He did what's the Raven's name in Sandman?
Robert or Thomas?
No.
William? It's not like a regular dude's name. I know that.
Like not Edward. What was it?
William? Anyway, something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He did the Raven's voice and he does Happy. And I mean, it fits perfect, right? I thought his voice fit perfect for Happy.
And like Joe said, like they cover the first book, and then the show goes really nuts in season 2. You'll see things you never thought you'd see, like like when Happy gets laid, and you see like his horn jizz out a rainbow. Like
it was great. I love wacky, like crazy stuff like that. I mean,
I can't believe they showed that. Like when she's squatting on his horn, like that was insane stuff, dude.
Yeah. And what's his name? I loved him as
Chris Maloney.
He was fantastic.
He spends like most of the second season running around in fishnets, man. Like he's crazy. He is a crazy bastard, man. I like him a lot.
He was great in this. Fantastic. Yeah. All right. So that was Happy. Great adaptation. And they expand a lot on the story because the comic was only 4 issues, right? So, I mean, you don't have a choice but to go with some liberties there. Let's see. I'll do this one because
I'm just kind of sad they didn't do the 3rd season because it was setting up for a Halloween season.
Okay. Yeah.
At the end of season 2, and like that would have been killer.
Yeah. This is my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Just this one though. I do not like the sequel.
I hated the sequel. I thought the sequel was garbage. But
Should have just left it a one and
yeah,
done.
they should just ended it there. And this is my favorite Spider-Man look. This poster, the Nike kicks, the shorts with the hood. I love this look.
Yeah,
I love it. And this movie has fucking style, man. I mean, I love the aesthetics, the look of this movie. It was funny. I mean, you introduced, obviously it's Into the Spider-Verse, so they introduced a bunch of other Spider-Man, but I thought the movie stayed pretty focused on Miles' origin story and stuff, which was good. They didn't go too crazy with the other characters. It was fun. I like the actors in it. When you have Chris Pine does one of the Peter Parkers. The other one is Johnson, Mike. I forget.
I just know
something.
The chick that played Vide is the voice for Spider-Gwen. What's her name? She also played Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye show. Haley, and what's her name? Haley something.
There, I got it up here. Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, she played Vi in Arcane, which
yeah. Jake Johnson does the main Peter Parker that takes Miles under his wing. You have Shamik Morrow plays Miles Morales. Oh, Brian Tyree Henry does Jefferson Davis. I didn't know he did a voice in it. Marshall Ali does Uncle Aaron. He's the bad guy in it.
The Prowler, yeah.
Yeah, the Prowler. He was a cool character, the Prowler.
I didn't know that. Yeah, but they drew it looking just like him. He had the same little and shit. Yeah,
a little younger, but yeah. Once you know, you're like, oh yeah, I see it. Lily Tomlin does Aunt May. She was pretty good. I mean, you got a whole John Mulaney does a Spider-Ham. Zoe Kravitz does Mary Jane.
Nick Cage is Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah. So you got a bunch of. I mean, Catherine Hahn plays Doc Ock. Doc Octopus is a woman in this one. Wilson Fisk is Liv Schreiber. Does the Wilson Fisk in this. Oscar Isaac does
2099.
Yeah, in the follow-up, but he does a voice in the first one as well.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2099 shows up at the end stinger.
Okay, got you. Yeah. Anyway, you got a bunch of actors in this, and it was great. I wasn't gonna go see it. I went and saw it in the cinema because during spring break they had they brought older movies back for kids that were on spring break for $2. And Pat often takes Mondays off during the month of March, so we went one afternoon on a Monday afternoon for $2 to go see it at the movies, and I was thoroughly impressed. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, really cool animation style.
Yeah. Another movie that I think this one. I mean, this is one of those adaptations that I think the adaptation improved on the comic in almost every way possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed the comic, but I mean, the movie was just.
It's funny. The movie ended up coming out before the comic, kind of, to tell you the truth. 3 issues were out when the film went into production, and I think by the time it came into theaters, he started doing new issues, but he kept stretching out the runtime. It was originally, I think, supposed to be 5, and I think he decided he wanted to do it 8, and then he just couldn't fucking get the issues out. I think the movie was literally out on DVD by the time the last issue came out. So I think Matt Vaughn, when he was calling up Mark Millarkey asking dude, how's it end? He's like, I don't know, mate. I don't. That's why the ending of the comic's so different than the ending of the movie.
Yeah.
I think the movie ends better. I think the movie's better all around, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. I mean, Matthew Vaughn. I mean, Kingsman. The choreography of the fight scenes in that are fantastic, and this one's no different. I mean, the choreography of all the fights with Chloe Grace Moretz is great. I think this was one of her first movies, if I'm not mistaken. If not
first time I remember seeing her.
And I mean, just the intro of her with Nick Cage as Big Daddy.
With the Banana Splits playing, and she's just all them
with a vest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, baby child child. It's just great performances. The action is fantastic. The choice of soundtrack to go along with the fights are fantastic as well. The choice of music, like you got the Dickies song "Banana Split" for the first time. Chloe shows up at the apartment and just freaking just massacres everyone. Then you got Joan Jett or whatever, the Runaways with the Bad Reputation at the end in the penthouse. I mean, just the choice of musics to go along with these choreographed fight scenes were top notch. And I thought it was a little tighter. Like
I like when Red Mist was smoking weed to Gnarls Barkley. That was
yeah. Yeah. And I find the motivation for Big Daddy made way more sense in the movie than it did in the comic. Like in the comic, he's just a really, really selfish bad father, right? Because he finds his life boring, and that's why he starts this whole vigilante thing. Whereas this one, it's because the wife gets killed by the criminals, so he wants to, get revenge on.
That's the problem with Millar too. He tries to be too gritty. Like that was back in his "I Want to Be Garth Ennis" days, and like he didn't understand why Garth Ennis got away with being gritty and like humorous. Like he tried to streamline it. He didn't really understand like Garth Ennis's way of writing, really though, and like it really shows, and like the lack of impact, like the grit that he tries to have with his characters, like that.
Yeah, because in the comic, basically, he's just a dad that took the kid away from the mom. And he was an uber super fan, comic fan, who was just a loser and thought his life was boring. So he thought it'd be cool to turn into a vigilante and have his daughter live the same life. That was his motivation in the comics. And I was like, wow, that's just this guy should have his kids taken away from him, because I mean, come on.
He needs to team up with the Super. Like him and Rainn Wilson need to team up together. They're both like on the same like mental wavelength right there.
So anyway, this movie, the sequel, you don't have to watch it, but definitely if you haven't watched Kick-Ass yet, I mean, and you weren't crazy about the comics, don't let that deter you from seeing the movie, because the movie just elevates every aspect. It refines some ideas in the comics.
Well, it does the teen romance better. It does the teen everything better. Like him and his friends are a lot funnier. Like you relate better to them in the film than you do in the book. Like,
and you get the two future Quicksilvers in this movie as well, because
that's true.
Peter Stevens plays his best friend in it. So yeah. So it's a fun movie. Definitely really fun. Worth going to check out. I highly recommend this one. This is probably one of the movies like I often forget about, but anytime it comes on or whatever, I usually just let it play in the background because I love it so much. Let's see. What else? Oh, I'll go with something that. Well, let's do two. We'll touch on one really quick because we've talked about it multiple times. Deadly Class, the sci-fi series, only got one season, which was Crime Against Humanity, because it was perfectly cast. They followed the beats of the book fairly closely. I mean, the casting was on point. Just really sad that this only got one season.
Yeah, my only complaint is the stuff they were doing with Master Lin. It's like they got Vic, what's his name, Benedict Wong, to play Master Lin, and like they were like, oh, we can't make him a bad guy now. And like I wanted to see where that went, at least the stuff with him, his evil sister. It's like I wasn't really digging it, but like it could have had potential.
Yeah,
but
that's a minor gripe because the rest was.
Yeah, no, that's this. But and that's what you get with the adaptation, man. Like you gotta.
Yeah. So that only got one season, and that's a tragedy. And we've talked about it multiple times on the show. So I'll go with another series that only got one season that I really enjoyed. Was the Swamp Thing series from, I think,
DC Universe, right? That's what they were calling it at the time.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was in 2019, I believe, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it was the third show. Like they did Titans, then Doom Patrol, then this, and I liked all three shows. Like Titans is my least favorite, but Doom Patrol and Swamp Thing's so good, dude.
Yeah, Swamp Thing. There's that one scene is it in the morgue or in the lab where the body comes to life and it's jumping around?
Yeah.
And it's all practical on like almost like it was on a stick, you know, like you see in the old 80s horror movies and stuff. And it was funny, but so fantastic at the same time.
Yeah,
I just loved it.
it's really good at the grotesque parts of the comic. Like it's got the gore really, really well done in it.
Yeah, yeah. And I believe what's his name? Juan was the producer on this.
James Wan?
Yeah, I think he was a producer. Yeah, for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful show. Like Kevin Durant is like a villain in it.
Yeah.
What's his name? Ian Ziering from 90210. He plays the Blue Demon. He is fantastic in it. I've never been a fan of that guy until this show.
Yeah. Virginia Madsen is she's from Candyman. She's in it. Andy Bean, I don't really know who he is, but he played Alec Holland before he turns to Swamp Thing.
Yeah, he was well. He had kind of like a what's Charlie Knox, or what's the Daredevil guy? He kind of reminded me of him.
Oh, okay, yeah, Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox, that's what it is. Yeah.
You have Derek Mears, who does a lot of like monster stuff, and he played Swamp Thing when he's in costume, with the makeup and everything. That's the guy who plays the creature.
Who played Abby? She was really good too. They never did the thing where like she got mad at Swamp Thing and like, I don't want to be friends with you. Like she kind of like stuck with him the whole show.
Yeah. Crystal Reed.
Yeah, she was really good.
Yeah.
Very lovely too.
Yeah. Will Patton plays Avery Sunderland.
Yeah, he's good at playing evil fucking Bill.
Yeah, he's a good bad guy. Yeah. Woodrow is the guy that Kevin Durant played, Dr. Woodrow.
Yeah, he's like the evil botanist. Yeah, that's kind of working to make like anti-Swamp Things or whatever. Yeah,
from the Alan Moore storyline. Yeah, so yeah, it was a fun show. I was really sad that it only got Mac and Blair plays Phantom Stranger in it.
Oh, that's right.
He's from all the whatchamacallit, Green Room, Blue Ruin guy. He's in all those movies, and he directed Toxic Avenger that just came out a couple weeks ago.
Blair?
Yeah, he's in it.
He also wrote for Marvel, and he did a graphic novel I have called Hell City that's hella good. So
yeah,
I didn't know that like he was making that Toxic Avenger movie when it was being made. Like if I'd have known like that, I'd have gotten more hyped. Because I like his comic art. I don't know. I liked his graphic novel that I have. I didn't read any of his Marvel stuff, but like I thought it was interesting that he has Marvel stuff.
Yeah. I'll go with another completely adaptation that's just inspired by, not a straight adaptation that I really enjoyed, was Watchmen.
Well, it's meant to be a sequel.
Yeah.
And I have problems with it, but I will say it's a much better sequel than anything we got in the comics. Definitely better than that crap that Jeff Johns gave us.
Yeah.
Doomsday Schlock.
Yeah. But I mean, I think this was just meant to be a one-season thing from HBO, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the performances were great. The way they handled the lore and everything was pretty good. And I mean, it was just a solid show. I really enjoyed it.
I love Tim Blake Nelson as Mirror Face or whatever his name was.
Yes, that was a great. Yeah, he was really good. Really good.
Kind of like the anti Rorschach. He was just as paranoid and stuff, but like on a different trip. He was a great character.
Yeah,
and our main character too. She's kind of evil in my opinion, though. Like by the end of the show, she's kind of.
Oh yeah, she's a vigilante, man. She's an anti-hero for sure.
And by the end, like I thought it was a pretty clever enough story, but like it's not written like anything more would ever do. So like it even as a sequel to it, it's a weird enough. But like the thing is like you were saying, like it felt like it was meant to be a one thing, but they left all kinds of shit like open that like they seemed like they wanted to do more too. Like all the stuff with Ozymandias, they didn't wrap it up. Plus, you had the great Jeremy Irons chewing scenery as Ozymandias on the moon, trying to get back. I fucking love Jeremy Irons. Like nobody overacts like Jeremy Irons. Like he's got to be there with Willem Dafoe and Nick Cage, with just.
And Louis Gossett Jr. I just enjoyed seeing him in something again.
Yeah, he's always good, man.
I loved him as a kid, so when I saw him in there, I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Yeah, he was in everything when we were kids.
Yeah. So
mostly I remember him as Chappie from Iron Eagle,
yeah.
or Greg from what's his name? Greg? No, Greg was in Last Starfighter. What was, I forget Louis Gossett Jr.'s name in Enemy Mine. That was such a good.
Oh, I don't remember. That was a good one too. I like Digstown was fun.
Yeah, Digstown's great.
Digstown was a fun like little like
Boxing movie
shady
about
boxing. Yeah, boxing town.
running a
Corrupt.
con. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Regina King was good in this. She plays the main protagonist. So yeah, it was fun. I mean, like you said, just really good sequel. Like you said, a sequel or whatever.
And it also helped historically in a way. Like it really brought the Tulsa massacre to the masses, and it got a lot of people talking about it that never knew it happened. So like I like that the show was able to do that as well.
I think it was the same writer and showrunner as Lost. I think that worked on this.
Well, this was way better than that.
Lindelof, whatever his Damon Lindelof or whatever his name is. Yeah, I think he worked on Lost. I never watched Lost, so that's not why I watched this. I just found that out afterwards. So whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit another franchise that's had many adaptations. We'll go with TMNT, man. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a property that started as a fucking Hail Mary indie comic. Two guys just fucking around, making fun, like just what would be a funny spoof on Bruce Lee, right? And they're like, let's just make slow ass turtles as ninjas, right? Just let's make fun of like the stupidest concept ever, and it just blew up like crazy, like wildfire, man. This thing just went crazy. You got the comics from the 80s that just made it blow up. You had the toy line that sold like freaking hotcakes. I mean,
the original cartoon, the first movie is one of the better adaptations of all time too, in my opinion. Like,
yeah, well, I have it right here on my thing. I love this movie, live action. Did this come out before the Batman or after? It came out after Batman, right?
Right after.
And I mean, it was great. I like what's his name as Casey Jones. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah, I think this was 1990 and Batman was 89.
Yeah, I mean, it stayed.
What's his name? Eli Kateas was Casey Jones, or I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name.
Yeah, he was pretty. You saw him in quite a few things in the like 90s, early 90s. You know. Yeah. So
Corey Feldman did the voice for Donatello. He's kind of the only famous guy I know who did it.
Sam Rockwell is one of the kids in the gang.
That's right. You want regular or menthol?
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, he's so young in this. Yeah. And the choreographies were pretty good for guys that were in costumes that couldn't see shit. You know what I mean?
And the puppetry looked good, man. The way the mouth moved, the eyes and shit. Like Jim Henson, like the puppeteers did a great job bringing them to life here.
It was great. Like I was like, oh man, this is so cool. Like I was like, screw the cartoons. This is my jam, right? As soon as live action, you know. And you know, a lot of people don't like it, but I dug the first. I enjoyed this one. I really did enjoy the first what's his name? Michael Bay Turtles movie.
See, I always forget about that one, but yeah, like
it was fun. It was really fun.
It was all right. The first one that you flashed up, that the animated from 2012, though,
the Nickelodeon. This is one of my favorite adaptations right
That's probably the best because it honors everything that came before it. Perfect.
It ran from 2012 to 2017. It had 5 or 6 seasons, I believe. 5 seasons, and it's great. It covers the Krang, the New York, the Foot Clan. I mean, it's got
the Triceratons, Fugidoid, like all of this stuff from the comics, man. Yeah. And then stuff from the movies. And then like the third season's like an homage to horror films. They do Evil Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
When they're at the farmhouse, right?
Yeah, at the farmhouse. Yeah, they do all the horror movie cliches, hella funny stuff. I didn't think that they'd put into Nickelodeon stuff. There's literally a part where like a guy whips out a chainsaw and it literally says the Saw his family on the chainsaw. I was just like, what, dude?
And I think this is where they retired Cowabunga and replaced it with a Booyah Shaka.
Yeah.
for Michelangelo, and I like the Booyah Shaka way more than the Kawabunga.
Well, I mean, like everybody kind of, well, some people had their own. Like Casey Jones said, Goongala. Like there's a couple of different like shout outs. So yeah. I really like Casey Jones in this too. Like they made him and April kids in it, or high school
teenagers.
Students,
young teenagers.
Which I thought was fun. I like Casey because he had all his missing front teeth, like a hockey player would.
Well, it's because it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, teenage, and the turtles are kind of like probably what 18, 17, 18, 19. I'd say the turtles.
I think they're supposed to be 15, dude. Like I think that
the turtles in this are supposed to be 15.
It's their 15th birthday party in this version of the show when like Splinter lets him go up to the
There you go. Okay, I forgot. Okay, they felt a little older, but yeah.
Well, because of the voice acting, like the new Ninja Turtles, the only time they actually got kids to do their voices, like
which is definitely I had this one as well. Those are the 4 adaptations that I loved. In this one, they felt like kids. They felt like teenagers in this one, hard, like big time.
The voice actors, they are squeaky.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they sound like teenagers. They sound like kids. Yeah. And this was a lot of fun. Another like, not unlike Into the Spider-Verse, very stylized, very the aesthetic, it's got that kind of.
Trent Reznor did the score for it, which I find just completely insane too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the animation style, like it's animated a little like the Spider-Man movie, but it's also kind of looks like the CG cartoon that we just had up at the same time. It's a neat multimedia looking style to it. Very, very lovely. Like I like, well, while being grotesque, because there's a lot of really nasty things, but in it, like what's the fly called that Splinter hooks up with?
Oh yes,
Muck bug or whatever.
Okay, wait. I'll bring it up. I should have brought it up before. Shit. Wait, I'll just put Mutant Mayhem.
Paul Rudd, he played Mondo Gecko. Ice Cube was Soulfly. Like they were a great cast.
Oh no, this isn't it.
Oh, I think there was an animated, like a cartoon for it too, like a TV show.
Oh no, this is it. Okay, yeah. Seth Rogen does a voice. Donatello is Michael Abbey. Michelangelo is Shannon Brown Jr. Yeah, these are all young kids. Like I'm looking at them. One that you might find familiar, April O'Neil, was played by the bear, Ayo.
Okay.
Anna Berry. She does April in this. She does the voice for April. Maya Randolph plays Cynthia Utrom. John Cena plays Rocksteady. Seth Rogen is Bebop. Rose Byrne is Leatherhead. Natasha Demetrio is Wingnut. I think Wingnut is the bat creature.
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito is Baxter in this one. You said Ice Cube was Superfly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Superfly. I said Soulfly. My bad.
Yeah, Superfly. Jackie Chan does Splinter's voice. Paul Rudd does Mondo Gecko. Post Malone does Ray Fillet.
Ray Fillet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Animal Burris does Genghis Frog. I mean, there's a lot of mutant creatures in this. It's crazy.
Yeah, like a lot of them are from the original cartoon, and a couple are made up. The giant mutant that they fight is really neat. It's very gross. Like it's a very little boy cartoon. Like, lots of little gross, drippy slime everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's fun, and I mean, for the most part, I mean, no pun intended, but the turtles are like pizza, right? Like there hasn't been too many really bad adaptations. Even when it's bad, it's good.
There's one that I've never seen, but it was a live action TV show. Like that the Power Ranger guys put out. It only lasted like half a season, and I've never watched any of it. But it's on YouTube if you want to watch it.
There you go.
But like it looks terrible.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
Yeah.
Like I even liked the Ninja Turtles concert when they did that when I was a kid, or like where they had like them doing like a whole like rock and roll show. Like I watched that on pay-per-view when I was like 10.
Yeah. But I mean, you got a lot of video games to pick from too. They've had some great video games as well. The Turtles.
Yeah, dude, the original arcade, not the first Nintendo game.
How much money did you fucking throw into those the arcade game, the 4-person? You could play 4 people.
I don't even know. And that's the first one. Like I then there was Mutant. There was Turtles in Time was the next arcade that they came out with, which was just as good. And then like all those came out on the Super Nintendo and Genesis and stuff. Actually, no, the Genesis didn't get those. They got the Manhattan Project, I think, or something like Manhattan something was. But it was basically Turtles in Time, just with I don't know why they couldn't get the name. Like the old Video Game War shit was weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Nintendo and Genesis.
Well, there was this one video game I wanted to play, but it got pulled off for licensing reasons. You can't find it anymore.
Did you play Splinter's Revenge though, or Shredder's Revenge? I mean,
is that the one that's cell shaded?
No, it's the newest one that plays like the old arcade games.
Oh yeah, I bought it. I've got it on my downloaded on my PlayStation.
Yeah, where you can like unlock anybody and play as them. Yeah,
yeah.
I got it on my Xbone too. Yeah.
I've got that. Pat and I play it every now and then. It's fun. It's super fun. It's a beat 'em up, right? I mean, if you like beat 'em ups, that's anyway. Turtles. I mean, there's so many different versions. So many different voice actors did the voices.
Many different comic books. Even when I was a kid, there was the Eastman and Laird one that was running, and then you had the Archie's one.
The Archie's was based off the
cartoon,
that came out in the late 80s. Yeah,
the first cartoon. Yeah, and then from there, like you had Eastman took it to Image, made it all adult and fucking crazy for a little while. Yeah. Then Laird got it back, took it back to Mirage, and then made it like sci-fi. Like there's lots of different takes on the Turtles actually from the original creators. Then you have the IDW stuff, which is really fantastic. Like
where it still resides today.
Yeah, it still resides today, but they've rebooted it. I like the series that ran before this. We read the first issue of the Jason Aaron. I want to get caught up. You know what I mean? I'm really interested to see what he's doing with that now. But I love. Was it Waltz that was the writer that did like?
Yeah, Waltz. Yeah,
I really loved his stuff. The stuff he did with Old Hob. Like he really mixed up the Turtles lore in a fun way. Kind of the same way that the that Nickelodeon Turtles cartoon we liked did. Just not as punchy and fun. That one just did everything, you know what I mean? Like if you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. You can watch the first season of it on Netflix. I'm not sure where the rest is. I think it's probably on Paramount Plus because I think that's all the Viacom.
Fucking streaming. What a mess streaming has been turned into, eh?
Yeah.
What a fucking mess. That's why I've started buying like DVDs again. And like for a while there, I had so many DVDs and stuff. I was like, "Fuck it," because back in the day, you only had 2 streaming services, so you could get everything there, right? Pretty much. And now there's, it's just.
I keep all my physical media, and I make sure I have lots of DVD players in my house. I have like 4. Well, because like a lot of my family doesn't use theirs anymore. Like they just watch shit on the computer, and I'm like, I have like. I'm a fan of world cinema, you know this, and there are so many Japanese, Chinese, and Korean movies that I have on DVD that are never on a streaming service. They're never released in English or in America properly. They're bootlegs, you know what I mean? So the only way I can ever watch some of my favorite Miike films is like on DVD, which kind of brings me to like kind of where I want to go for a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go with the world of Japanese adaptations, and like these are some of my favorite ones. This one's from I never really read the manga. I like the anime a lot, and the live action movie for Gintanma. It's basically a spoof on other mangas that are very popular. You know what I mean? So they take the piss out of, even in this movie, they're making fun of Naruto and Dragon Ball because like the guy that makes it's friends with them. But like the story of this is basically samurai times, aliens come to the earth and kind of just make things crazy, and like samurais can't use their actual swords anymore, but like they're free to roam and do jobs. And our main guy's kind of like this dude that thinks he's so cool, but like he's actually a dork. And his best friend's like the samurai guy, and he's friends with this one alien that's like this CGI duck creature.
That's CGI. It's not someone running around in an inflatable suit.
It might be, but like, but some of it is CGI.
CGI, yeah.
When his eyes,
It'd be so funny if it was one of those inflatable suits and someone's just running around in a penguin bird outfit or whatever.
But it's like his best friend, and like, oh,
Yeah.
it works so well in live action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just so cool to see, like, the Japanese do such a crazy adaptation of one of their comics, just Bozo, and like they nailed it. Like I highly recommend checking out Gintama, the movie. It was on Tubi. I'm not sure if it still is, but like it was on Tubi for the longest time. And then I brought up the man, so I might as well talk about him. He got famous off actually doing a manga adaptation for Ichi the Killer. But these are some of my favorites. These were some of his newer ones. This is his 100th live action film that he directed for Hiroshi Samura's Blade of the Immortal. This is literally the first manga I ever read. This is Dark Horse put this out in single issues in the mid 90s. So this was before they started putting out Ghost in the Shell or any of that. So like at this point, Akira kind of was available, but like it was impossible to find the whole set. Like in my town, I knew where I could find books 4 and book 6, which weren't going to help me. No. So aside from that, like, yeah, when Dark Horse started to put out Blade of the Immortal, it took off like hotcakes. And like for a long time, Dark Horse was like one of the main importers of manga.
Yeah, Wolf and Cub, you name it. Didn't they have one of your other picks too? Didn't they put that out in singles?
Yeah, Lady Snowblood.
Snowblood, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff, I think Viz was kind of around in America, but like there wasn't very many manga companies, and Dark Horse had their run of it, like in that first initial push for manga when it like originally took over comics in the early 2000s, late 90s, and then like there was kind of a die off, and like Dark Horse kind of stopped doing so many manga, and Tokyo Pop I think went out of business for a little while, but yeah, and then he also did this, which is almost a perfect adaptation of the manga and anime. This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Diamond is Invincible Part 1 by Takashi Miike, and oh, dude, like he nails it. Like the homoeroticism from the show, like the craziness of the powers, the stands that they use, just the dude's hair. The guy that played Miike really went out of his way, and like even all the JoJo fans, they adore this film. It's never got a proper release in America, as far as I know, which is weird, and it never got the second part of it. But this movie is basically the whole of the second half of the first half of the fourth part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is a really weird way to like start a film franchise. Like, but it's my favorite JoJo Bizarre Adventure chapter. So I like Diamond is Unbreakable, but like you kind of gotta have watched Stardust Crusaders to kind of understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And then back to Blade of the Immortal. He basically in this one, he only adapts like the main storyline with Manji fighting the Mutanicho Rio school and stuff, and then the fight with the government at the end, which is really cool. And if you don't know, this is basically like this girl, her family gets killed by like this rogue sword school during the feudal times. So she teams up this guy Manji, who's supposed to be immortal, and he's got these crazy bloodworms in him, and like he gets all cut up, and like his body gets all sucked back together. It's really cool. It's one of Miike's most highest budgeted films, so like the effects look great in it. And so it's the same with the JoJo film. Like these are like he finally like made it to the big league where like he was getting like the biggest budgets you can get in Japan. I think like 20 million is the most that they'll do, but like they make it work. They really squeeze it out. And I just really enjoy like a lot of the manga adaptations too. This one's not from Japan, but like it's infamous anyways.
What is it? It's Korean?
Yeah, the movie's Korean. I believe I've read the manga. I believe the manga was Japanese. It's not a manhwa from Japan, from Korea, but it's such a loose adaptation. Park Chan-wook did like whatever he wanted with this, and he made a masterpiece. It's my second favorite film ever made. You've never seen Old Boy, just watch it, period. But like it's a comic book adaptation if you didn't know that. So
yeah, I didn't know that till there was one of your picks. I was like, I didn't know this was based off of a manga.
Yeah. I only read the first book of it because like it came with the edition of the movie I got.
Okay.
The manga was already out of print. Like Dark Horse put it out back when.
There's hardcover collected omnibus coming out this year.
Sweet.
Volume 1, and then the beginning of next year, I think it's dropping in November or December. There's an omnibus coming, and because I went and checked, so I was like, oh shit. Once you sent me your pics, I was like, oh, and I went and looked. And volume 2, I think, is coming out in spring. So they'll be like 6 months apart, the two omnibuses.
Cool. Right on. Yeah, because I only ever had the first book of it, because the rest of it was so out of print. Like, like
so it's getting a reprint as a collected edition hardcover.
Just cool. But like, what I got from the manga, it's quite a bit different. Same story, but like, and it's just as vicious, but it's a little sillier in the comic. That makes sense.
The movie's sillier.
No, the comic's sillier.
The comic, I thought that's often I find manga does put a lot of like humor or silliness into their books, as opposed to let's say the anime adaptations of them.
Yeah, like Ghost in the Shell. You brought that up earlier. That's a perfect, like, the manga is really silly. It's got the same thing. They're like a group of cops that but like the movie, they focus in on like the logistics of like what life in that world would be like, and the melodrama. And oh man, it is so much better. My favorite manga, my favorite anime ever, right there, dude. I fucking love it.
It's good. It was one of my picks. I thought it was great because I'd seen I was exposed to Japanime or anime.
Yeah, it was Japanime
when it first hit North America. That's what it was called, and like it was easier to get your hands on the anime than it was the mangas back then.
Yeah,
so all this stuff I watched as anime before I even knew like the mangas, you know?
Yeah, like nobody released it over here until Dark Horse did, and like that was after the film, like quite a bit after the film. I think Akira is the only thing that kind of came out like alongside its film, and like that was in the early '90s. So
yeah,
I think like it kind of came over just a little bit after the film, because that really blew people's minds. But a lot of the other stuff,
like Akira, like you mentioned it. This was playing on every other bar I'd go out to while I was in college. Akira was playing on the TVs in the background.
This is such an interesting case of adaptation, though. Very rarely do you get the original creator of the comic to be the director of the film. And like he went insane. There is 24 frames a second of animation for every bit of this film. Like it's filmed like a real movie. That's why it looks so gorgeous when they're like bikes around. Like
it's impressive.
Most animated films do 12. Like, and then like some of the cheaper ones do 8 to 12. But like 24 frames a second, that's live action film like speed. That's incredible. That's why
the movie's fantastic, but man, because like this is another case where I saw the movie before and I bought the anniversary edition and I blew through that thing. Like I was there's just so much more to it. So if you love the movie, pick up the manga, because I mean I enjoyed the movie and I picked up the manga and I was like, holy fuck, this is like it's better because there's more, right?
Well, there's so much of it that have been unanimatable too.
Yeah.
But I mean, to tell you the truth, like there's just like towards the end of the book when they get heavy into the cyberpunk stuff with the Kira and Tetsuo both like using their powers, like I don't know how anybody could have animated that back then.
Yeah, and I mean,
because great. For people in the movie, they're like, why the fuck is this called Akira? He's not a character. He is a character just in the fucking comic book.
Yeah. So
But a lot of the stuff that happens in the film is literally like the first 2 books, really. And Otomo, he did a great job of like cutting out like what couldn't be animated, and he made a solid film out of like just like the scraps of his comic. It's incredible that he was able to make a masterpiece out of a masterpiece just using the scraps of another masterpiece of his own. You know, it's interesting. Like I said, there are very few adaptations that are like this. The only one I can think of that did the same thing is Jump with the Motherfuckers movie.
Oh yes, Chris Evans was in that Jump.
No. Jump is the name of the creator who did the book
Oh,
Z.
okay. I thought you meant the
No,
Jump
no,
movie.
no. Hayden Christensen was in Jumper. Chris Evans was in Push, which
Oh, Push is the one I'm thinking of.
it
Push.
wasn't originally a comic, but Wildstorm did do comics for the movie after it came out.
Okay. Yeah, that was
Which,
a fun movie. I enjoyed
yeah,
that. Push.
it's a good little superhero movie that not
Yep.
many people went and saw when it came out.
Mm-hmm. All right, Johnny, what's your next one?
Oh man, like I'm just gonna go for ones that this year. Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
this is like a very loose one, like we were talking about earlier. Marvel kind of threw everything Thunderbolts out the fucking window and made their own thing, kind of based on the Dark Avengers stuff from the Dark Reign. Um, but it really worked well. I loved it. When going into it as a Thunderbolts fan, I was a little bit like, "What the fuck is this team, man?" But I really liked it. And yeah, it's probably my favorite Marvel movie in a while. It's Fantastic Four is not far behind though. Like they did really good this year.
Fantastic Four is like a Jetsons movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the aesthetic is like it's got that old like 50s throwback, but it's I don't know, it's got a Jetsons vibe to it.
Yeah, it's got the Art Deco look.
Yeah, that Art Deco, yeah. But with the technology, it's very Jetsons. I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought it was cool. But back to go ahead.
Yeah, because everything had the fins on it, and like the teleporter looked like a little egg.
Yeah.
But yeah,
back to Thunderbolts, man. I mean, this has my new favorite character, Marvel character. U.S. Agent. I love U.S. Agent.
Yeah,
I liked him as an actor, and I know he cut a lot of flack in the Winter Soldier, but I thought he was great in that. But I think it's a lot of people didn't know the character; they just thought he was going to be Captain America. But in the comics, the U.S. Agent, I mean,
they did that storyline very well. That's one of my favorite comics about when Steve Rogers became the captain, and like the government replaced him with John Walker and the new Bucky, and like Captain and the Falcon were running around, and Captain America actually originally wore the black and red costume, which a lot of people don't know. But like it's neat. They did that story really well with the Sam character. I'm not mad that they did that. And I thought John Walker. I thought that what's his name? Kurt Russell's kid was amazing.
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell was great as John Walker. My big problem with that was the villain of the movie. I didn't understand how she was able to beat up like 3 other Captain Americas. It made no sense to me.
Yeah. But I mean, he stole I loved him. I mean, I'll keep watching these movies as long as he's in it.
Yeah, especially in this, man. Like he nailed it. He played that depressed OCD army guy fucking perfectly. I, as a person that has bad depression and bipolar disorder, like this movie was great to see as a superhero that literally dealt with those problems. That's what the villain of the film was. There's no great baddie. The movie's about
Sentry. Like, and I think this is spoilers if you haven't seen it. I'm gonna go into where they go into his, I guess it's his mindscape or whatever.
Yeah.
And how they're all battling and they do like the group hug. Like, it sounds fucking cheesy as I'm explaining it, but it's so well done in the movie. And I was like, that
it works good.
It works. It's amazing. It worked really well.
It's like in Guardians of the Galaxy, the "We Are Groot" scene. You know what I mean? It hits like that. Like if you explain that to somebody, I'm pretty sure like they'd be like, "Oh man, that sounds stupid. A big tree just saves them." But like, if you watch it in the context of the film, it's beautiful.
It is. It's fantastic. And Sentry. I don't know what you call his darker side.
Oh, he's just still Sentry. Yeah.
There's no name for it. Okay. But the way he absorbs people.
Oh, and the effect is beautiful in the film.
It's fantastic. Like, what do you call it? Like a fallout shadow or whatever you call it?
Yeah, it's like after a nuke drops, man. Yeah. You just get the shadow burnt into the ground. Really cool.
What it reminded me of is another movie I love that I think people are mediocre about is War of the Worlds. In the beginning, when the people get vaporized and you're running in the streets, like that scene where everyone's running and he's like, I don't know what you call him, like disintegrate them or stuff, gave me those same vibes. And I love that scene from War of the Worlds. And when Sentry's doing that, it gave me those very same vibes where it's just like, woo, woo, It was great. It. I won't say it because I say it every time, and people are be like, "Yeah, we know you don't like long movies, so I'll skip it."
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like this one. This one's cool because, like, yeah, they're like all backup characters from other movies, but you don't need to have watched any of the other movies to like really get into this too. For a lot of people, like, oh, I don't know how to get caught up with the MCU. I don't really ever get that excuse because most films, like, you can still watch them on their own. Like,
yeah, like I'm not a big fan of 3/4 of these characters, and I'm just a fan of the one, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
I mean, well, a lot of them got misused. I didn't like the new Black Widow in the Black Widow movie, but I thought she was fantastic here. I always have fun with David Arbor. He's a big idiot, and like, he makes me laugh. I love the lady that plays Ghost. She was in a show I loved called Killjoy. So anything she's done, like, I'm down with. She's just beautiful, and I don't know. Like, I wish that they would actually do more with their character because, like, the character in the comic was overlooked too, and like had a great skill set and a great look. I thought Ghost was cool looking.
We have a friend that probably won't like it just because there's 2 nepo babies in it.
She's actually she's actually the only real Thunderbolt too, or was a Thunderbolt at one time.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't like it because of the nepo babies?
Elle.
Oh,
she doesn't like nepo anything.
They're both really good actors, and they're both from really cool parents. You know what I mean? I love Bill Pullman and Kurt Russell. So, and like
Sentry, what's his son's name? The one who plays Sentry, I forget his name.
Yeah,
his first name. Anyway, he was in.
He can go back and do sequels to all his dad's movies. He could do.
He play his dad younger. Yeah, when they do flashbacks.
He could play Lone Star and Spaceballs 2. He could play like any of them. He looks exactly. Oh, he's a clone.
And if you cast him as Lone Star, I would fucking go to the theaters just to watch that.
Lone Star. Yeah.
I would hit theaters for it.
Because I mean, he can do that same thing that his dad does, where he's just like shy and like funny though, bumping into stuff and knocking it over. Like
Lewis Pullman is his name.
Lewis Pullman, yeah. And they're both from cool dads, and they both I don't know. I think they both do their own thing well enough, you know.
All right. Next up, Johnny, you doing another new one?
Yeah. All right. I usually dislike this character very immensely. Live action is kind of one of the only ways I usually enjoy him. But here, like, I more than enjoyed him. Like, I want to see more of this Superman. To tell you the truth,
this is my main complaint about the Snyder Superman. Is the character itself, right? I mean, for me, Superman he's a symbol of light, of brightness, of hope. And I found the Snyder one was too heavy, too dark. I love Cavill. Don't get me wrong. I love that actor. I think he's great, but he was too.
Well, and he ended up playing a good Superman eventually in the Justice League movie, but like those first two, like, I don't know what
he had a stick stuck up his ass. Like I would not look to that guy and be like, when I see him, I think of hope. I think of he seemed intimidating, like someone you should be afraid of because he might just turn on you at any minute. He looked like he was like, don't talk to me in the morning before I've had my coffee type attitude all the time, you know, like, but this Superman seems more approachable, more outgoing, a smile, happy-go-lucky, you know, more relatable, right? As
he was great. This actor was great as Clark Kent. Like, I loved both him and his scenes with Lois Lane. I thought they were great. And then when he was Superman, he was approachable. He was a hero. Like, he stopped and saved everybody he could. Like, they made a point to do that in this film, which I really appreciated. Like, even the bad guys, you know what I mean? Like, so it was great. But at the end of the day, this is actually Mr. Terrific, the movie that they fucking titled.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of characters. You had Guy Gardner.
Yeah, really was so good. Hawk Girl was great. Yeah, the Justice Gang is what they were called themselves.
Yeah, Metamorpho. You have Crypto in it, which I mean, I'm a sucker. I love animals, so you give me a pet.
I was worried about how that was going to work, but like, it was great. I thought that Crypto was funny, especially like when it just keeps running into him when he's hurt. Like, that's what a pet does, man.
Yeah, they don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed it. I thought it was not the best movie in the world. Like, I'm not gonna say it's like head over heels better than the Snyder Superman, but I definitely enjoyed it more and thought
I think
it reflected the character more, the spirit of the character more than the Snyder's movies did.
dude, it's the best look that I've seen of people actually getting the DC universe on film.
Yeah,
like in my opinion, it looked correct. The characters acted correct. They were heroic. And like I don't mind a little bit of grit, man. I really don't. But like I think when you try to make Superman into Wolverine, like you're you're barking up the wrong tree.
I mean, you want grit. That's why DC has Batman.
Yeah,
right.
And I can't wait to see Gunn's Batman, because I'm pretty positive he's going to have a Robin. Like I just have this feeling that like James Gunn's going to actually have a Robin with Batman this time. And
well, isn't his Batman supposed to be based off Batman Morrison's Batman and Robin?
I believe so. Or I don't know. Like supposedly this movie was supposed to be based off of All-Star Superman, and it really wasn't. So
no, I didn't really see too many parallels to it, but
no, this one in a way kind of reminded me a little bit of the animated movie Superman versus the Elite, but like not too much though, because like the other heroes never were against Superman. They just thought that like he was a sucker sometimes trying to save everybody. I love that scene when like the monster's there and he's like, oh, maybe if we just try to go for the eyes, we could take it down. And then like Mr. Trick's just like, nah, let's kill it.
Yeah. And I like the brighter suit.
I don't like the S on it, but like I'm over it. Like the movie
but I mean the colors. I like the brighter. Like that's one thing I want to go back to Thunderbolts. Like Wyatt Russell. I wish the red on his US agent uniform popped more. Yeah,
it's a little
too muted. Like it was too dark. Like
yeah.
I wish that the red stripes would have popped more on his outfit. You know.
And yeah, another thing about this Superman, I like the goofy robots. That was the thing that really sold me. I was like very ambivalent towards it until that scene came out where the robots come and get him and blast him with the sunlight, and I was just like, dude, that's fucking cool. Like I
magnifying glasses line up to really intensify it. It was cool. And guess who plays the voice of the robot?
His brother, right?
Alan Tudyk.
Oh, is it Alan Tudyk?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, I'll double check.
Well, who does his brother play?
Gary's the alien, right?
Yeah, or the robot. Yeah.
Oh, his brother plays. He's in Peacemaker. He's the one who's organizing the heroes. He's in charge of the Justice Gang.
Okay, so they're in the new Peacemaker show. Like I haven't seen any of it yet.
Yeah, Guy Gardner and Hot Girl are there, and they're interviewing for new members. And it's what's his name that's in charge of hiring people. James Gunn's brother.
Okay.
And they don't know how to work because it's like a mirrored. I think it's supposed to be a mirror, like a one-way mirror, and they press the button to talk. And they don't know how it works, so they don't turn it off well. So that the people they interview, anyway, it's a funny scene. They can hear everything they say about him.
Yeah. I gotta agree with this here. The drunk Supergirl was funny. Where the fuck's my dog?
Yeah. That's where Pat's like, that's why the dog doesn't behave. Look at his owner.
And then I also gotta agree, man. Dead Boy Detectives, so fucking good.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna bring it up, but we went on a little bit of a tangent when we were talking about Sandman. Yeah, because Death does make an appearance on that series, the Netflix one.
So does what's her name? The one that looks through the mirrors. The
one of the elementals, or
one of the Eternals. Yeah, the one not Sorrow, like Devastation. She watches everything through mirrors and she cuts herself with hooks.
Oh yes, I forget her name now.
Yeah, the uptight character went through the window when he was in hell.
Despair.
Yeah, Despair, exactly. My bad.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, she was. What's his name? Yeah, he went through the mirror when he was in hell, and she shoved him back through.
That was pretty accurate to the comics too.
A little bit, yeah.
Like the backstory and everything was pretty accurate.
Well, they did a happily ever after for the guy that damned him to hell, whereas in the comics, like that guy just keeps sodomizing people for eternity.
Yeah.
Which is horrible. But like That was edgy Ed Lord fucking Gaiman from the 90s.
Yeah.
Back before he mellowed out and wrote fucking little kids coloring books and shit for a living, and then got canceled.
Yeah. All right, dude. What you got? Another one you wanted to do?
I think we did most of mine, didn't we?
I think that's all of them, eh?
We did.
No. What's this? Sin City. That's yeah, I have that one as well.
Yeah, one of the most perfect. I figured like we might as well. One of us might as well put it up just in case. You know, like you haven't heard of it. Like this one, completely. They call it a translation more than an adaptation because it's literally lit. Every scene's like shot separately, so he lights it like the comic book, so the shadows are on the face perfectly and stuff. So yeah, Rodriguez and Miller went insane making this film. It's beautiful. It's glorious. It is beautiful. It's noir as hell. It's black and white, so I've heard some people complain about that. But
what?
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck those idiots.
Yeah, no, there was these kids that like when I was in South Carolina that they wouldn't go see it. They're like, it's a black and white, man. That's stupid. And I'm like, no, it's stupid. You're not going and seeing a fucking good movie just because it's of a artistic choice that makes it work.
Yeah.
In color fucking sounds like a horrible idea. It sounds hideous.
Yeah, and that would bring me to one of my other picks. Why did they put this in color? Why couldn't you just left? They did a color version.
I know, for whiners, I guess.
What the fuck? Like, this was fun too. I really enjoyed this. This is what one of those. What do they call them? Marvel presentations or whatever. Yeah,
it's an hour-long movie they did for Halloween 3 years ago, and it's probably one of the best things they've made since the first couple seasons of Daredevil. Like it's a Marvel masterpiece in my opinion. Like it's one of the best things that they put out. Yeah. And like
Man-Thing's done well. Like the effects for Man-Thing, I think he looks great.
Yeah, especially in the black and white. He looks good in color too. The color version wasn't bad.
You watched it?
Yeah, I have it.
I still haven't brought myself to watch it.
It's cool enough, man. But like, the black and white's so much better because
when the scene where
the transformation, it looks so much better in black and white with the shadow.
And when they do the magic and they do the just the splashes of color here and there when they're like, I thought that was so much more effective, like probably in black and white as well.
Look at Elle, man by day. Her and her dad jokes, her mom jokes.
Mom jokes, yeah. Elle's good at the mom jokes.
Oh man, I can't believe I almost forgot this. This is one of the main ones I wanted to bring up since we're talking about near perfect adaptations. This is a property I don't actually care very much for. I do like the very beginning of the manga. I thought it was fun. I thought the anime was okay, but like it skipped so much shit and jumped over it. Whereas this movie, it like actually just completely adapts the first 4 books of the manga like almost perfectly. It basically has Kanagi going up against the 2 scientists from the evil organization that kills all the ghouls. Yeah. It's basically just the story of him going up against those people. Well, leading up to that too, it's got like him. It's his origin story, and it's done so fucking good, dude. Like it's it's a proper adaptation in all forms, and it did it better than the actual anime. So that's really cool. Plus, I don't know. This kind of made me reappraise the franchise as it is a little bit. I tried watching the new anime, the follow up. I still didn't really like it very much, but this movie's good as hell. Like I highly recommend checking out the Tokyo Ghoul live action movie from 2019, I think.
I don't remember, but yeah,
it sounds more than 2016. It's quite old at this point, but like it's got the same kid that played the boxer in First Love. He plays Kanagi. He's a really good actor anyways. So it's neat. Like I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of the property, they do it very well. If you just want to watch a really cool like monster superhero thing, like it's a rad little movie. And the dub's not horrible for it, but I don't recommend it dubs ever. But I did see it once because the person wouldn't watch it subtitled with me.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, this is one of my favorites right here.
Yeah.
This did horribly at the box office, which I don't understand why it didn't do better because it's such a good movie. I love the way they do the drug thing, the slow-mo.
They
Like,
didn't promote it. Yeah, he invented a brand new slow-mo camera to
to
it's new
film those.
technology to film the high definition the slow motion scenes. I think it's ridiculous. I think he's doing like there's like 100 frames a second or something like that. That's why the water looks so crazy when Mama's doing the splash and
Yeah,
stuff.
Mama.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
like there's so many just frames getting captured of everything moving.
So basically, you have Carl Urban, who plays Judge Dredd,
Perfectly.
Never takes the helmet off once the entire film. You have Olivia Thirlby, who plays Judge Anderson. Yeah, Anderson. Fantastic. I thought she did a great job. Even though some people might complain because she's got a bit of a different look. She's not blonde, blah, blah, blah. But
I thought blonde. She's just kind of short. Like Anderson's like usually drawn as tall as Dredd. Yeah. Like she looked like her. She had the short blonde hair. Like I guess eventually Anderson does wear a helmet, but it's got blue trim instead of the red.
Okay.
But that's later on. That's like around when she fights Judge Death and shit like that. So.
Yeah, and I thought it was good. I thought she was good.
She's so cute. Yeah,
she's
really
and just
good.
the scenes with her using the way they make her use her powers, the way it's set up, the scenes. It's great. It's just great.
Yeah, when she tortures that Dave Chappelle looking guy.
Yeah. Then you got Lena Headey, who people know from Game of Thrones, who played Mama. Great villain, like one of my favorite movie villains ever. Like
she's playing a nasty tweaker with meth mouth, and she's still hot.
Oh,
it's fucking weird. it's
with a big ass scar on her face. Yeah,
she's still hot. Yeah, it's insane.
The hacker Woody Harris is the black guy that you say there, the Dave Chappelle looking guy. He plays one of the main henchmen.
Donald Gleason is the hacker kid. That's Brendan Gleason's kid.
Yeah, Gleason. He plays the hacker. Gets his eyes cut out by Mama. Yeah, he's kind of forced to work for her. But I mean, it's great. It all takes place in a complex, mega complex that gets shut down and controlled by Mama because Domhnall Gleason's character hacks the system and closes it. So a great movie, man. If people haven't seen it, you should go watch it. It's a really good. I love Carl Urban. I mean,
well, they do a good job of just showing how like remorseless Dredd is. Like he literally lights people up with white phosphorus at one point in this film, which is like one of the most evil fucking weapons known to mankind. I mean, like they are bad people he's fighting, but like at the same time,
yeah, exactly. They're like, despicable.
At the beginning, you get the flare in the mouth, which is probably one of my favorite like kills in a movie ever. Like
and when the body hits the first body. Ooh, that is nasty.
Oh, yeah. After they get skinned, they splat.
It was gross, man. Directed by Pete Travis.
Not really.
But I think it was, what's his name that did...
Alex Garland actually really directed it, from what everybody said.
Yeah.
Like, it was a secret for a long time, but they came out and said that, it's actually Alex Garland's first directed film. Because he wrote it, too.
Yeah, I think he's the writer, yeah. Yeah, he did the adaptation, Alex Garland, who also wrote 28 Weeks Later, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I didn't know that. I haven't seen.
Right?
28 Weeks Later? Did he write that?
28 years later?
No, he wrote the first one, too. Yeah, no, he wrote 28 Days
28
Later.
Days Later. He did Civil War, Ex Machina, Men. Yeah, Warfare. He wrote that one.
What was the alien one that he did? Arrival, right? Oh, Annihilation, yeah.
That's that weird.
With the weird. I figured it was aliens, but like, interdimensional things. Yeah, that's got that great scene where Oscar Isaacs cuts that full stomach out, and like he's got the gut snake. Like, it's cool shit. Yeah. Garland's always got some gnarly shit. Like in Ex Machina, when Domhnall Gleeson thinks he's a robot too, he starts trying to cut his face off.
Sunshine. He wrote Sunshine.
Okay, so he works with Danny Boyle a lot, huh?
Yeah, The Beach.
Okay, so lots of Danny Boyle movies there.
Yeah. So let's see. Director. He did Warfare, Civil War, Men, Devs, Annihilation, Ex Machina, and that's pretty much.
And then Dredd, which
Yeah. So yeah, great movie. I mean, I loved it. Probably would make my top 5 comic book
It's
movies.
not a bad adaptation. They had to work within the budget. I think they only had 9 million to make that, which is why they filmed it in Africa and stuff. So there was no flying motorcycles, but the lawgiver and the what was the bike called? The law. But the motorcycle still looked rad. It just didn't fly in this one,
No,
which is fine. I mean,
it's fine. I mean,
which is cool because like 2000 AD, kind of Dredd was actually getting a little stale there, and they adopted the movie universe and actually started doing comics within that.
yeah,
Confined too, which was pretty cool. I love the outfit. Like I love the old Dread stuff, but I liked how like they worked it in. He still got the eagle on his shoulder, but
yep.
it's just kind of like it's just fucked up and just corroded at the
yeah. And it makes more sense. Like he can move around and stuff.
Yeah, it's not like he doesn't have like super like shoulder pads like a football player. Like like they even did that in the Stallone one, and like I hate to bag on that because that is what got me into 2000 AD, and I love those comics so much. So I have an affinity for the Stallone one, but like yeah, I think that this movie kind of just made everything work in a cinematic way better.
Yeah. Like you said, sometimes having a lower budget makes you find better creative ways to do something, right? Where you can't just throw money at something. You gotta kind of do workarounds, and sometimes that can make a movie better, right? So
yeah, because it kept it into like spots where like they could make it look good. Like I said, the white phosphorus attack was great. When Mama has all the Gatling guns just set up on that balcony waiting for them to come out. Like that probably ate up a lot of their money, but it's a fucking great scene, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think especially for a movie that takes place in one location the whole time.
Yeah,
it's really well done. Like I mean, obviously it's a ginormous building with but then Die Hard's the same idea, right? He's trapped in a big tall building.
Neat set pieces because like this building is actually like a city block.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. So like an entire like couple like several communities live there. So like there's shopping districts and there's the hospital where like they spend some time at. So there are really neat set pieces in this building. There's a skate park that they escape to in 1 second, like which is pretty cool. Like there's so like it's got some great set pieces for it just taking place in one building because that's the nature of Judge Dredd is like everybody lives in like this one square grid that kind of goes from where New York used to be all the way up to where you live.
Yeah.
Basically, that's where Mega City 1 is located.
Yeah, and I think this series Mega City is still in production. I think it's still supposed to be a thing. I'm not sure, but
yeah, I hope Art Urban's still involved. He said that like he wasn't going to count that out, but he said that he is getting older, and like. But I mean, Dredd, like he doesn't really need to be that buff. He just needs to wear the outfit and shit. Like,
he relies on his gun more than anything. It's not like he gets into like huge fist fights all the time, or he's like a special martial arts type of guy.
He's known for just like being because like it's England's joke of America. You know what I mean? That's what they view. Like Judge Dredd's not supposed to be a good guy, and that's what this movie does very well. It kind of portrays like he is supposed to be kind of a fucking Nazi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Mega City and like the way that the judges run are very fascistic. I should say, not. And so like this movie, like I said, like it shows his brutality. It shows him like just shooting a flare into a guy's mouth and watching him go full Ghost Rider, or like White Phosphorus a staircase full of goons. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean the character itself. He's judge, jury, executioner, right there. Like when you give one person that much power, then obviously it's.
So like I've always enjoyed the irony of the comic, and they worked it into the film. I think beautifully. I think the Sylvester Stallone one, they tried to make him too much of a superhero.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of sad.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm kind of sad they never did a sequel though, because they were supposed to do the Cursed Earth arc, and I would have loved to see what Alex Garland's whole family would have looked like.
Yeah. Anyway,
the third one, like he was supposed to fight the Dark Judges, which would have been cool too.
And maybe selfishly, maybe it's better you didn't get a sequel because this one was so good and you don't have anything to taint it, right? So
Yeah, who knows? Like maybe like they made the Angel Family too silly in the sequel and it sucked
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, that's it. So at least we got one great movie and nothing can taint it.
Because
So
they were pretty silly in the Stallone one. But it was cool to see them in real life. Like the design for Junior was so perfect. It was out of the comic. That's why I liked the Stallone one, just for the few things that they like Hammerstein from the ABC Warriors. Like
yeah,
if I ever had the money and if that prop still exists, I would love to own that and like still like scare people to come to my door with it.
yeah. I haven't seen that the Stallone Dread movie in a long
I
time.
just watched it. It's on YouTube for free, so I
Is
watched
it?
it so I could see you betrayed the law. The law.
Did you want to keep going, or did you want to?
I think I got all of mine, man.
Yeah. Well, I just picked a bunch. Like I still have quite
Well,
a
I
few.
mean, here's a new one that you picked, but like, yeah, it's one of my favorites, and it's a video game, but
Yeah.
they really nailed it. Like Fallout. I don't know when season 2 is coming out, but like it should be soon. I think they said they needed a year and a half to make it, so we should be on schedule for that pretty soon if we don't have another pandemic or something.
Yeah. I put this from the Netflix days. I really Pat and I both enjoyed Jessica Jones a lot. I loved it. Probably I enjoyed this more than Daredevil.
I can't wait for her to show back up.
And and with the Disney, yeah.
Oh, I love the way that she and Charlie Cox acted off of each other in the Defenders show. That show sucked ass, but the two of them, they needed to actually have teamed up more often because they were fucking hilarious together.
Yeah. A fun one if you like fun comic book movies. This one is always. I love this. I love the way they like old Batman, like 60s Batman with the onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. How they introduce it into the movie and stuff with the effects. It's fun. I mean, this is just a fun movie.
Yeah, Edgar Wright went above and beyond with that. Like, it's a pretty good adaptation. Like, it kind of after in the comic, after Scott beats most of the exes, they talk to him and explain to him like the how it hurts to get broken up with and shit. Like there's a lot more sentimentality in the comic that kind of gets cut out. That he just kind of beats them and they all die type of thing in the comic.
I think the series, because they came out with the animated series,
they kind of cover that more.
I think they touch on that a little bit in the animated series. Maybe not as much as the comic, but it goes. I think it dives into it a little bit more.
And then this has got a good superhero roster, and it's got Chris Evans and Brandon Ralph, who both regularly play superheroes as bad guys in it. Brandon Ralph's probably my favorite as the vegan bass player.
Yeah, yeah. You got a lot of actors in it.
Yeah, you got my homegirl Aubrey Plaza. It's like the first time I saw her, I automatically became a fan of her in this.
Yeah, and every time she swears, they bleep it out with a black thing over her mouth. You have one of my favorites, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who plays Ramona Flowers.
Oh, and Captain Marvel. She's the singer for Brandon Ralph's band.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson, yeah.
Yeah, Brie Larson's in it. She plays the ex. His ex. You have Anna Kendrick, who plays the sister to Scott Pilgrim. You have great. I find they just were fantastic, and he was the Culkin. Kieran Culkin was in it. Plays Scott's best friend. Then he goes and stays at his place. His roommate. Great. He was great in that. Jason Schwartzman plays the number one ex that he has to defeat. Who else? Allison Pill. I like her. She played the drummer of the band.
Okay,
also one of Scott's ex. Yeah. I mean, it's just a fun. It's a fun movie. It's just
and lots of people that played other superheroes, which is kind of cool. Like Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I don't know. She played Kate, and that's basically a superhero. So I don't know if she's officially played one or not.
She's been in Star Wars.
Oh no, she did. She played Huntress in
Birds of Prey.
I love that movie. So yeah, she totally did. It's like Streets of Rage with chicks, man. Good movie.
What else do I have here? This.
Oh yeah,
New Mutants. I enjoyed the New Mutants. It got a lot of flack. I probably could have kept this for movies people hated. That
it's the best Foxman movie. People that try to sell me that Logan or any of that shit was good, like that was a good movie. They actually had the right characters with the right powers, doing the right fucking shit, and it was good. I mean, like the bad guy could have been a little more suspenseful, but like I don't know. And they could have shown the kids using their powers more. You don't get to see Cannonball as much as you'd want to, but what they had a very low budget. I think they had
what, 35 million maybe?
Yeah, like a medium budget movie, which like it sounds like a lot, but when you're trying to make a movie that like say like Days of Future Past cost about probably like 120, like there's a reason why New Mutants doesn't have as much mutant powers and why it doesn't look as good, but it's a way better film in my opinion.
It was fun. It was really fun.
Days of Future Past.
Another one that just got one season that was supposed to get two, but the pandemic completely scrapped the second season was Stumptown. I believe the comic is a Greg Rucka comic.
Yep.
Yeah. So this was really fun. This was really fun.
Yeah, it's an Oni Press book. Really good noir. They kind of did the normal thing that they do with TV shows, making it kind of like a family thing. But I liked her little brother. I thought it was kind of cool. The guy that she lived with that wants to bang her, though, I thought he was fucking annoying. He was the only character that got on my nerves. I liked the taco guy better than him, even.
Jack Johnson guy, the actor, the one who runs the bar.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with the actor. Just the character was like.
No, that's what I meant. You're talking about his character, the one who runs the bar.
Yeah, he's just so needy and huggy and shit all the time.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. Cody Smulders, I like her. She's
And then Donald Loge as like the cop. He's always funny. It's kind of like a evil piece of shit, but like has some morals. He's good at
this one, Arcane, we've talked about multiple times, so we don't have to get into it. Based off a video game series on Netflix. This one is not unlike Mutant Mayhem or Into the Spider-Verse. This one has an aesthetic style to it for days. So if you like stuff that's visually interesting, go check out Arcane. The 2 seasons are fantastic.
And it's also just really good fantasy that's not like your typical shit. You know what I mean? Like it's still high concept, but like it does neat stuff with it. Like it's not just Dungeons and Dragons and Lord of the Rings shit. Like those type of characters are around. There are like orcish things, but like they do their own thing with it. And like
it's got like a steampunk vibe to it, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. And I've never played the game League of Legends. I don't know how well the characters are adapted, but the show is just wonderful. Like I kind of would have liked another season, but like from what I understand, like the show wasn't doing what the game people wanted it to. Like people loved the show, but they weren't going and playing the game after watching it.
Yeah,
and that's what they wanted. And so like that's why like it got wrapped up the way it did, because it wasn't having crossover appeal. People just like the fucking show.
Yeah, the show was great. Classic, The Crow.
Yeah, this one we've talked about like almost every format we talked about the soundtrack. We've talked about the book. It's great adaptation. Very loose in some parts, very up close in others. And it just works. Like they very
the movie that made R-rated comic movies trendy, Deadpool. I really enjoyed the first one. It holds up. Like a lot of these other like that's why I still love let's say Blade as opposed to like the early X-Men and Spider-Man movies probably don't hold up as well as let's say the first Blade does, just because of the nature of Blade, like it doesn't require as much effects. Like you can use a lot of practical effects to do Blade, which I still love Blade, and this is definitely more of a humor to Deadpool, obviously because of the nature of the character, but similar.
In the first Blade there was a lot of CGI too, but it looked good. I don't know what it was about that really early CGI, but it looks better than like fucking a lot of new CGI does, which is weird as hell to me.
I don't know if it's just the lighting, the people just don't grasp the lighting, so I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, I
mean there are a couple of parts where like you're like a little iffy, but like a lot, like especially when the big fight at the end with when Deacon Frost becomes Lamagra, I thought it looked pretty cool. You know what I mean? All things considered for the time period, it looks. It still holds up. And
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Deadpool. I do not like Deadpool Wolverine, so
Yeah, no, the third one, but the first two are okay. The first one's probably the best one.
Yeah, I love the first one. The second one's not bad. I enjoyed it. It's definitely
Yeah, I really liked what's her name is Domino.
Domino. Yeah, she was great.
Dazzy Beats, yeah, she nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the new I like that they did Juggernaut right. I thought he looked badass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He could have been a little more wide.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, that's being nitpicky. He was huge, but Creature Commandos, we did a whole episode on that. So an animated adaptation of loosely based off Agents of Shade, Creature Commandos, a little mix of like a few different books together.
It's Creature Commandos is an old book. It kind of does what Marvel did with the Thunderbolts with that idea, though. Yeah. It's got a lot of characters that were
introduced. A mishmash, yeah.
A lot of them that were introduced in Grant Morrison's Seven Soldiers comics that came out.
Yeah, later was Agents of Shade and a few characters from the original Creature Commandos as well.
I really love this show, but like I did not, and it had my boy David Arbor. I wasn't super fan of what they did with Frankenstein in this season, but
no, he was like a borderline. What do you call it? Incel.
Yeah, and well, I mean, again, with the fallout with him, like he kind of didn't need to be there. Like he kind of just like helped be filler with Nick, with what's his name, Flag for half the season, and it was fine. I mean, I didn't hate it, but like I kind of wish that they made him a little more serious and kind of evil. Like he was still kind of evil, like when he beat the old lady with the fucking
And I didn't like the voice. Like I would have liked like maybe a bit of a British accent to him, or
especially with the way the bride was. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he should have had. Because she had the snotty British acting going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it would have been more fitting, but whatever. That's just being nitpicky. Overall, the show was good.
And I love the Weasel, and I like that he got his redemption in this show. Like they showed
GI Robot as well. They all had their own little story, right? And
they each get like an episode where they shine, and then like it wraps up. I kind of wish that it went a little longer, but like it was a good little show, man. I liked it. And it was a good start to the this DC universe. I got a good feeling right off the bat, and then Superman rocks. So yeah, I hope that they keep letting James Gunn do what he's doing.
I had a few other ones that I didn't load, but we could just ones that I enjoyed that I know you don't like.
You gonna speed run them? Go ahead.
I didn't load them.
Okay, like you X-Men 2, like I'll go ahead and give props, man. That fucking first scene with Nightcrawler where he's jumping around, beating the shit out of people in the office, so amazing.
Great opening to a movie for sure.
But the rest of the movie I don't really love. But I can say that for a lot of X-Men movies. Like I just made fun of Days of Future Past, but I love that Quicksilver scene in both that and in Apocalypse. He's got two really good ones.
He steals those. Any scene he's in. Peter Steven no. Is it Peter Stevens? No, what's his name? Peter I forget. Anyway, the guy who plays Quicksilver in the Fox version of Quicksilver, he steals every scene he's in. I thought what's his name, Stryker, was great.
Brian Cox. Yeah, you just like him.
He was a fantastic villain. And I find a lot of movies, for me, the movie is only as good as its villain.
Yeah,
and he was great, so that's why I enjoyed that movie so much. He played a great villain, and which elevated that movie for me. I find the first one doesn't hold up as well over time. And anyway, you have your issues with it because Rogue. I didn't like the casting of Rogue either.
No, I don't got a problem with the casting. I think that fucking Anna Paquin could have played fine. I think she could have played any of the characters, well, except for Jubilee, because Jubilee's supposed to be Asian. But I think she could have played Kitty Pryde too.
Yeah,
Like, and that's who they should have had that character be. And then I also have my issues with Storm. Storm's supposed to be the fucking uber badass. They don't like, and she just stands behind the white guys. Like, every movie. And it's just about Wolverine. It's always just about Wolverine. I fucking hate that. That's why I don't read X-Men comics with Wolverine in it. You know what I mean? I deliberately look for teams without that guy, because otherwise it's all just going to be his book. And I get that people like him, but like he is probably one of the worst written characters of all time for the most part, and a lot of the time, in my opinion.
Other ones I didn't load that I knew you didn't like was Preacher, The Boys.
I love the cast. I hate the writing of it, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it could. I do like. I love Ruth as Tulip. That was so much better than the comic, and that makes me like mad that I don't like the show more than I do, because I love her and she was so good as Tulip. Like she actually gave the character personality, where Tulip was kind of bland.
She's a highlight. But I fell in love with Gilgan as Cassidy.
Oh yeah, well Cassidy's always supposed to steal the show.
Yeah,
and they got the perfect actor to do that. I mean, he literally is Cassidy, really.
And one other thing I have to give props to that show is I love the choreographies of the fights and the choice of music to accompany it.
The thing I think if it followed like what Constantine did and it went off on its own and didn't try to do so many things from the comic, it would have been better.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, because they made it too different, and then they tried to do shit from the comics still. And it's just like, why bother at this point? Just do something fucking different with the characters. That'll be fine. Especially with that cast. I love Dominic Cooper. I like Ruth. I'm not going to even try to say her last name because I'll get canceled. And I love Gilligan. And so I had a perfect cast all the way around. Starring.
Yeah. And the other one was The Boys, which, I mean, I love Carl Urban. I think he plays a great butcher. What's his name plays a great Homelander. And I just find their performances, it keeps me interested, right? So.
Yeah. I have my problem with that one, dude.
Yeah, Mr. Punch in the face guy. The Nepo baby. Yeah. I like it. I mean, I thought the casting.
Huey is supposed to be a whiny bitch, but he takes it too far.
And it's fun that they got what's his name that the original Huey was based off of to play the father, which is
Simon Pegg. Yeah. Huey. And I kind of that's another one, like where the woman, she's supposed to be such a badass character and she just gets beat up all the time. She has to hide behind the white guys, and it's like, no, she's supposed to rip.
Oh, the Asian girl?
Yeah, the female. She's supposed to just rip people's faces off.
Yeah, she's very violent. Yeah.
And like they made her such a wuss in the show. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
My bad. But like you said, Urban, like he is Billy Butcher. Like I do wish I liked the show better. But once again, man, it's that fucking Seth Rogen writing, dude. Like I don't like his humor, I guess, man. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't load Death Note. I had Death Note.
You liked that movie?
No.
Or you talking about the cartoon? Okay.
The anime, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say the live action. Oh, well, there's the live action Japanese ones.
They're Japanese one as well. Yeah,
they're terrible too, but like they're better than the American one.
But I thought the casting of
Willem Dafoe as
was fantastic. As the voice was fantastic. Like
it was worth watching it for. Yeah, it was.
Like you almost didn't have to do CG. You could have probably just gave him pointy teeth and let him smile a lot.
Yeah, put some little spikes on his shoulder and
like give him the whole goth look. I mean, that's Defoe. He would look just like.
Well, I mean, even in the anime, like the guy who voiced Ryu kind of sounded like him, anyways. Had the.
Yeah. So those were ones that I think I went and got after. Blade, I didn't load, but we brought it up when we were talking about Deadpool. So that's pretty much it, man. I think
I wish I could add my favorite show anime, but I can't. It's not an adaptation. It's actually a commercial property, believe it or not.
Oh, there you go.
Cowboy Bebop, a lot of people don't know it. It was actually made. Bandai approached the director, told him he could do whatever he wanted as long as he made him a show with some spaceships in it that they could sell.
Yeah.
Straight up, that's what Cowboy Bebop got made. You could do whatever you want, just as long as these fucking spaceships are in it.
Well, we could do an episode on the whole toys, like cartoons for selling toys, like He-Man, G.I. Joe, like the 80s. Like that's basically what Cowboy Bebop is, right? It was made it's basically a commercial, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
For spaceships.
For people that like bitch and moan about that type of content, like one of their favorite cartoons is probably one of those, and they don't know it most of the time. Because the secret history of Cowboy Bebop, like it's pretty well known with weebs and stuff, but like a lot of regular normies don't know it. But it was originally made and it's amazing that it came out the way it did, because it's like one of the greatest like narratives ever in
Did you check out the latest Lazarus?
No, I haven't watched his Lazarus
Yeah.
yet. Last
It's
one of
not.
his
It's
shows I
pretty
watched
good.
was Space Dandy, and I liked
Okay.
that one a lot.
Hmm.
It was basically a spoof of Cowboy Bebop. Though I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Like, it's awesome. He spoofed his own show.
This one's a little bit too. It's definitely. I was like, I went and looked right away to see if
Well,
it was the same guy, and it
even
is.
with the promo art, like when I was looking at it on,
Yeah.
it has like the characters in the colored stripes, just like in Cowboy Bebop's
Yeah.
promo. So I was like, okay, like I thought that they were just ripping it off, but I didn't know it was from the same director. That's cool.
Yeah. So all right. So I guess that's it. We could wrap that up. Did you want to announce our upcoming shows?
Yeah, why not? We got
next Saturday.
I think we both tried to put it up at the same time. You go.
I didn't click on it. I heard you click, so I didn't. Nope, that's not it.
That's the wrong one. Well, this is basically what we're going to be doing.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have it? You can't see it?
I don't think so. I think you uploaded that.
Well, this will be next Saturday. This is a little segment we've been talking about for a while. Comic Book DNA segment. So Johnny and I, for our 300th episode, we're going to pick 150 either books, moments in comics, or something in our collection. 150 items that kind of help describe us as comic lovers. So,
right. And you can kind of see some of the books we picked behind us there. Joe did a wonderful job with this thumbnail, man. It is gorgeous. And so, yeah.
That'll be our 300th episode that Johnny and I have recorded together.
And that's why we've been kind of being coy about what we're doing. And like we did this so we'd have little prep work so we could take all our time putting our lists together. So, yeah I don't know how long it's going to be. And I'm not sure how we're going to do the thumbnails for this because I can only put up 100 pictures at a time.
Well, most of it I'll be doing on camera, most of my picks. So okay. I think maybe if you do batches and then just delete them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll figure it out.
So yeah, it's going to be a fun one, and we're probably going to be covering. This is a segment we wanted to do for a while, and we're going to do a more focused one, and we're going to start with ourselves again. But Comic Book DNA is going to be a thing where we pick 3 books that are very important to us. What are the qualifications again, Joe?
I think like we were thinking of doing this with creators we've had on multiple times to kind of take a fresh take on like conversations we've had, so it doesn't become repetitive, like them talking about like a book or this or that, like books that have influenced them, either a book that turned them into a comic fan or made them love comics, a book that they think represents
the form and
the craft of comics, like something that they think, and hidden gem that they find is a hidden gem that not enough people talk about that they should go check out.
And that's going to be something we're going to be getting more into. Like I said, we're going to be testing it out. We're going to do a episode with Joe and then an episode with me doing it. So it's like we're going to read both our picks, right? So we can chime in with them too. Okay,
and that's why the original segment. Don't worry, it's not going to be 150 normally. That's just a special thing to make 300 each. But normally it'll be like 3, so that Johnny and I, like if we have a guest and they do the Comic Book DNA, they'll pick 3. We read up on whatever it is they're talking about, and we can have a discussion about it.
Yeah. So yeah, and like some of these books might get looked at. That's going to be in our 300 might get looked at in a greater depth in later episodes.
It's going to be like a show and tell more or less, our 300th episode with a brief description on why, but it'll be more or less a show and tell, like rapid fire type thing. Pretty similar to what we did tonight, but maybe a little quicker,
Definitely, yeah. Because we're I can't believe you let us go this long, man. We're like almost at 2.5 hours.
Pat's not home, and so far I haven't had to take a shit, so we're good. All right.
Also, what about all the stuff we got? I saw you load up the thumbnails. We got a really impressive rest of the month for everybody after the 300th episode.
September 24th, we have Elliot.
He's going to be back on for issue 3 of Hellbound.
Elliot, right? His Kickstarter is running now, so you can go back that. If we don't have the description, if we don't have the link in the descriptions now, we'll add it in after we're done recording. So he'll be on the 24th. That's Wednesday, September 24th. He'll be on the show. We'll be talking to him about issues 1 and 2, and obviously issue 3 for the Kickstarter that's running presently at the moment. Then we will also have Joel Vandernap. He's the creator of Fortress, right, Johnny?
Fortress, yeah, he's an Australian fella, and yeah, he writes a really cool, fun, somewhat anime-inspired post-apocalyptic cyberpunk comic that's really fun. I highly recommend checking out Fortress. Strangers Comics, I think, is the title that puts it out, and
yeah, it's actually, I think issue 3 should be, it's either up for order in the what is it? It's not Diamond anymore. It's Lunar. It's, you can order it through Lunar, so you can pre-order his comics through Lunar. So if you go on Lunar, I don't know what the code is, but just go look up Fortress on Lunar, and you can order those books through Lunar.
Yeah, we're gonna have him on just a little bit after.
Yeah, the 26th Friday.
Yeah, just Friday. Right after. Yeah, I'm not sure when the book goes live, but we're gonna have him on right after, pretty much.
Yeah, September 26th. The Friday following Elliot, and then right away Saturday we have another guest. We have Raymar Brunson.
They're gonna have him talk about a Ghost Man and Pickle Detective, and
yeah.
What's the book, The Thrasher or whatever? One we haven't read yet, but we'll ask him about.
Yeah, I don't remember the title. Something. Anyway, it's a revenge type vigilante, beat them up, kick the shit out of people, and beat their faces in. Yeah, so we'll have him on the 27th, Saturday on the 27th.
He's good. Ghost Man's pretty revenge heavy too, but I love that he's falling apart. He's like fucking missing fingers. Yeah, he's a cool character.
Yeah, and then we'll have Zach on October 4th. He has his pre-launch running right now for this. This will be his latest Kickstarter, Macabre Valley. This is a spin-off from his previous book, the horror bookcase book that he did with a bunch. It's like an anthology, and this is one of the stories from it. Well, that spin-off, now he's doing an actual full issue for one of the spin-offs from that.
It's Kickstarter. It's the short about the vampire, right?
Werewolf,
yeah, that's what I meant.
Werewolf. And that's you can do the pre-launch. You can sign up for the pre-launch, and I believe he'll be launching his Kickstarter next week. I don't know if it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but he'll be launching next week. So you could go sign up to be notified when it launches next week, and then he'll be on with us Saturday, October 4th.
And I haven't made the thumbnail yet, but on the 16th, that's why I was thinking vampires. We're gonna have Josh Makis, who does the book Sucker and also did the comic Nightmare Nexus. We're gonna have him on the 11th. And the 16th, yeah, and then on the 16th we're gonna have Brandon DePillis and what's his name? Nathan Wright, I believe. Nathan Wright, I'm pretty sure. The guy that wrote Family Man, and our buddy Brandon DePillis, who we wanted to have on for a while. They got a horror book called Drip. It's a graffiti horror book that's going to be coming out, hitting Kickstarter this month. So we're going to have them on to talk about that. So yeah, we got a pretty stacked roster calendar coming for y'all.
Yep.
Lots of interviews and probably some fun stuff in between if we can work it out. But,
spooky season, yeah.
Really excited about this. Hopefully we'll do a Cage Love with Cookie. Something fun and easy. We
haven't done one of those in a long time. So
yeah, that's about it. So we'll see you guys.
Outro time.
Yeah,
we'll see you next Saturday for the 300th.
Yeah, next Saturday. Whoops.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
See you later, folks.
Man, it's not scrolling down.